What the fuck? I was singing. How rude! How rude of you! What the heck? How rude! Hi, Lilin. Yeah, I have cat and lap for Laurels. Let me scoot him up a little bigger. Let me make him a little bigger. Cecil's pretty big. He's a pretty big boy. He's like this big. He's a big boy. Where's my boy? Where's my boy? He's probably yelling at Leon because Leon's not letting him take a shower with him. He's probably pissed that Leon's not letting him shower. That's okay. Cecil doesn't need to moisten. Yeah, Cecil doesn't need to be in the fucking shower. He can deal with it. Anyway, hi guys, welcome in. How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Fuck, you know what time it is? Wagugas! It is Wednesday, my dudes. I'm going to Wagugas. It's legal. It's legal to Wagugas for this day only. Vandal time. Not quite. Well, it's When's Building Worlds Day. Yeah, it's not quite Vandal Day. Day, not time. You gotta wait. You gotta wait a few hours. You gotta wait 5 hours, medic. What are you doing here? Not tomorrow. Today. I need my own gift for that one day. But I don't know how to do the zoom in because I'm a lame little loser. I know how to add the subtitles. I just don't know how to zoom in because I'm stupid. Hello, Cecil. Yeah, not tomorrow. Today. Hytale. I'll be playing Hytale tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. Actually, I probably could play it Saturday. Leon will not be here. He's gonna be playing card games, so I could very well do some more Hytale stream on Saturday. Now, it will probably be in my own world, or it will be me just building for those hours and like testing out stuff because I was playing survival with Leon. We were on his world specifically. And then after stream, we played for a little bit more. I finished building up the house, sort of. The answer is sort of. But then I made my own flat world, and I just started fucking with everything. I'm trying. No, become unsick. Become unsick, medic. Pet you. But yeah, I went onto a flat world. And I have been putting down a fuck ton of blocks. Hold on, I'm clipping. Okay, that's better. But basically, I'm making flat worlds so that Desmond can't feel tall by seeing over things. Hey, I made myself feel very, very, very minuscule because I made a ruler. I went up to see how high you could build, and then I went down to see how far it goes. It goes pretty far. It goes pretty high, too. It's like 320 blocks, something like that. It's nothing to sneeze at. But, yeah, I made a flat world, and I started putting down pretty much all of the blocks. Now, not every single one. I didn't put down certain things that I knew we weren't going to be building with. That's 320 Desmonds! My character is 2 blocks tall in that game! Hive, ducky, But, yeah, I've started making what I'm calling a block palette. Are you barking at me? I'll bark back. Oh, thank you for the sub! Renetta! Wait. Didn't you sub yesterday? Or am I stupid? Anyway, have a good thank you for the sub for 31 months! At tier 2, heck yeah! Playing games to experience things we can't have in real life. Yeah, like being tall. Manny, thank you for the 100 biddies! Uh-oh. What do you mean? Oh, I'm stupid. That's what that means. Hep. Ow. Ducky. Golden Kappa train! Oh, hell yeah. Trick Kappa. Gold train, let's go. Like Desmond Peak, 2 blocks tall. Yes, thank you. It's golden, Lois! Thank you, Lilith. I love gold! Yeah, fuck me. I love randomly pushing it and watching it just hit me. Sure, golden train means you have a higher chance of being on the front page. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Oh. This is a fun button to push. So, okay, my 100 biddies broke and I did not know how to fucking fix it. So my 100 biddies items is now toggleable on a button, so I can just... I can just beat myself up with the items instead. My only gripe about the game is the crafting. I've never been a fan of crafting mechanics that make you wait. Oh, you know what? That's fair. Oh, God, the grimace shaky thumps. Keep throwing your boba at me. That's mean. I made that with you for love. I made that for you with love. That's what I meant. I need cups of tea. I need to get cups of tea so you guys can throw it at me. That would be fucking hilarious. I just need a bunch of drinks that I served you. You all just pick up and you just, fuck you, bat. You made that with me? I made it with you, yes. Possible considering my recent posts. Ow! Ow! No, the cogs! Medic, okay, so let me go through here and thank everybody. I'm just getting beat the fuck out of. Medic, thank you for the 100 biddies. The 400 biddies. Come here, I grab you. Right on your forehead. Smooch you right on your forehead. Lilith, thank you for the 100 biddies. And then the 99 biddies. And then the 500 biddies. I grab you. Come here, gotcha. And then I'm right on your forehead. That's where the kisses go, right? The forehead. And then Medic, thank you for the 500 biddies. I grab you again. Right on your forehead. Where's my cat? I want to his forehead. There he is! That's a lie. You know who I am. You know me. You know me. I'm trying to flip you off, it's not working. Welcome in, Thalius. I hope you're doing good. He's almost as big as you are! Wow! He's right there! Cecil's right here. I meant like IRL. I think he's being a grumpy little frumpert because Leon's not letting him in the bathroom. He's probably over there somewhere whining about it. Can ride Cecil like a horse? I'm not that small. Thalius. I hope you're good, just existing. Still traveling back from seeing Penny. Cute. Brother gave me a weed gummy, nice, last night, and I ended up making art of Magi in a fugue state when I was supposed to be sleeping. Listen, man, when the weed gummies hit. That's really funny. I know, I used to take weed gummies, but not the kind that makes you high. It had the chemical stuff in it only that makes you sleepy. It didn't work. It didn't really help me sleep. But my brain placeboed me for a few months to think that it did, and then one day I just thought about it and I'm like, this isn't actually helping me sleep, is it? And because my brain is funny like that, aw, medic! Thank you for the one gifted medic to Malsterios. Nice, nice, nice. Or Malcurious, I think it is. And Thalius! Just thank your local medic! I'll send it to you, Dumdum. What are you sending me? Oh, the wheat gummies! So I could just... Wummies. Yeah, the wummies. So I can just... experience it. Also, the Golden Kappa train is leaving soon. Choo-choo! Enjoy your Golden Kappa for the next 24 hours. It's not going away for another, 40 seconds. Or 30 seconds, but still. The train timer didn't reset even though level went up. Boo, yeah. I think it only resets after a certain point. I don't know how it works. They changed it. I'm gonna drink some lemonade real quick. I think gold doesn't reset. Oh, that would make sense actually, because it's gold. They don't want it to yeah, it's the FOMO train. They don't want people to just be keeping it up. Oh shit! I gotta take my pills. Why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you remind me? There, sent. Uh-oh. Okay, well look. It will peek. Let me peek. Pretty! I like how you're calling it weed gummy fugart. Look what I drew when I was high on gummies. It's so cute. It's pretty. You did a very good job, Renetta. Weed gummy fugart. Oh my god, Lumen, that is so whimdy. Why is it whimdy? I just checked my my server and everyone's like, yeah, it whimdy. I'm like, oh. Why so whimdy today? Alrighty, so goodbye, Kappa. Take your med check. Take your gummies. I don't have gummies. I have anti-baby. It's windy outside. It windy. I ate your pills already. I'm sorry. Medic. Now you're gonna not get pregnant. That's technically what these are, but they're also hormone regulators. So I use them for that. I ain't here to not get pregnant. I'm here to not die. I'm not subtle about, like, the pills I take and the conditions I have, because I do not care, if you guys know. Back in my day, high on weed gummy was called possessed by the spirits, and it was used to foretell the future. Yeah? No, that's even worse than being sick. Damn, Meta can't get pregnant now. Damn. Rip. Rip Medic. Alrighty. Let's get started, shall we? I'm here to kick ass and get pregnant. I'm all out of ass. I don't know why that pops into my head. I'm here to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. It's okay, Medic. I'll be pregnant for you. Everyone petting Medic. It's okay, Medic. We'll get pregnant for you. Medic, that's why you don't eat other people's pills, because then you won't get pregnant. Sorry. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, let's get started. Shall we? Let's waddle our little butts over here. And get started. Actually, I'm gonna turn that off for a second, so that, I make sure the not safe for work part of this thing is covered. Because, not on stream, I drew the pinguses and the bergerbers. And I want to make sure those are covered. Okay, where's my species? Where's my creatures? Oh, my tablet's got gunk on it. I fucking knew it. It wasn't covered because I was doing something. I'm clever. Alright. Quick, someone, draw Lil and Grananant. Yeah. I'm so glad I did not turn that off, because that would have been scary. Alright, I'm going to... That's lines. Sorry, I'm looking through my shit real quick here. What is this? Oh. Oh, okay, I remember what I was doing. So I'm gonna move this here, I'm gonna bump this up, and I'm going to move this down like that. I should have been doing that from the beginning. There we go. Hype chest, get your hype chest, and get your golden kappa. Quick, someone draw Medic Braggart then. Yeah, draw Medic Braggart. Oh no, that's definitely not what I want. That's Lillian, you're silly. That's exactly how I heard that. Oh no, drawing me pregnant. Oh no, don't do it. I know you. I know your sins and I know your rights. Anyway, let's do some art, shall we? So, wait a minute, huh? Medic, wait. Don't. Meanwhile, Lillian's like, oh no. Fake porn acting. Oh no, I seem to have fallen down with this pen and this paper. I hope no one draws me pregnant. Anyway, I have enough pregnant talk. It was a one-off bit. Now I'm going for gold here. All right. So, what we were doing last time. Hey man, ever since I started posting renders of me pregnant, people stopped saying I like feet. I will never stop saying you like feet. Oh my god. Streamlabs has a hightail layout. Hold on, I want to look at it. Oh my god, there's an actual hightail layout I can put on my stream. I'm not going to, but that's really funny. Anyway, last time on Dragon Balls B, I was drawing the life stages of the Orkran. Now, I did a bunch of sketches first. Let me actually go pull up. Let me go pull up something. Where is it? 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 No, seriously, where the fuck is it? Oh, no. What? Where's my freaking thing? Oh, thank you for the sleep. Thank you for the slip. Thank you, Medic, for the sippy. I'm gonna actually top off my lemonade with that sip. Yum. And yes, it's sugar-free lemonade. It's the sugar-free one. I'm not horking down 5,000 pounds of sugar. It tastes honestly really good. I like it. Alright, let's go find my Orkran. Let's go find my Orkran sheets. There you are. There you are, Fiverr. Lemonade. I love lemonade. Lemonade's one of my favorite drinks. Oh no, sugar is free. We're all doomed. Yeah, the sugar is free. Free the sugar. Alrighty then. So everything has been done up until this point. I haven't put in the genitalia, but I have been writing out what it looks like. Where are we? Evolution, senses, communication, sleep cycle, chromosomes, dimorphism, reproduction. Here we go. Offspring. Life stages. Okay, so last time I did nothing but sketches of the different life stages. SCP Sugar has breached containment. Now, Sugar! Oh no, Sugar Skull. She's the ultimate power. She's doing it. I want my blanket. Ooh! Almost knocked something over. That's fine. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. We're fine. Nothing happened. Alright, so yeah, last time we drew some sketches for the different life stages. I drew the fetal stage, which you can see here on the top left here. I lined it. It's up here. So basically, week 1, you're basically a blastocyst. You're very small. You're a little bean boy. And you have split up into a multi-celled organism after about a week, but you're just a little bean boy. You're just a tiny little pea. You're nothing. You're little. By the first month, or week 4, I did shrink the weeks a little bit, because these guys' gestation periods are a bit shorter than a human's. Roughly about, I want to say 8 months. So remove a month. That's because they age faster and they live less years. If a human's average lifespan can go up to 100, which it's not our average, in America at least, but we have had people hit 100 and then surpass it. We've had people who are like 105. So I'm assuming 100 is about the cap for long-lived, for how... My music is very quiet. Oi! Get over here. Come here. You need to be louder. You know what? I'm feeling Symphony of the Night. Let's listen to Symphony of the Night. This shit better not blast me. There we go. I love Symphony of the Night lo-fi. It's so pretty. Anyway, let's listen to that. Shadow, the ultimate life form. It's him. Detroit become loud. Yeah. But yeah, if we live up to 100, like that's our soft cap, and Orkran's lifespan is soft cap 80. So if they were, you can have some living up to 85, but they'll usually live to about 65 to 70. That's like the where they normally get, but they can get to 80. How did I know that would summon you? So yeah, these guys live a little less than humans. Ergo, they're, well, I don't know how long elephants live, but elephants actually gestate for a lot longer than we do. But that's not the point. These guys gestate quicker. They mature quicker. By the age of 16, they are a completely mature adult. How we consider 18 to be a mature adult. Although I would argue 20 to 21, you're more adult than anything else. Technically, we're not truly a mature adult until we're about 25. But body-wise, we're pretty much done growing and are able to handle a lot of, I want to say adult capabilities with our bodies by the time we're 20 or 21. That's why the alcohol is, that's why they don't let us drink until we're about 21, because our bodies wouldn't be able to handle it. But that's when it seems like we stop growing for the most part. We still grow here and there, but yeah, Strad. Physical maturity versus mental maturity. Yeah, I would say personally, I believe we are physically mature around 20 to 21. And then I know we're mentally mature by 25. Not an adult until the IRS can no longer audit your taxes from when you were 18. 24. Yeah, pretty much. Because I don't consider 18 to be a fucking adult. I'm sorry. You're a kid that has adult responsibilities now. You're a kid that can smoke. Like, I did not feel any different when I went from 17 to 18. Because I wasn't. I was still a kid. Same thing when I was 19. I still felt kind of like a kid. I had a job, but I had a job for the past 2 years. I had to get one when I was like 17. So like, I didn't feel any different. But when I hit about 23, 24, that's when my brain just clicked fully. Physically, I had felt mature for a few years now, but 24 and 25 is when my brain finally went, whoa, I can do what? I hit a new level of cognition. And now look at me, I'm a silly old man. But these guys, they age quicker. By the time, when we're 20, I consider us fully physically mature. These guys are fully physically mature by the time they're 16. And then their brains are completely locked in by the time they're 20, 21. So these guys grow up quicker. So to reflect that, I had the weeks for the embryonic and then fetal stages develop faster as well. So by week 35, you were completely done and you can be born if you're an Orkran. Humans need about 40 weeks. Humans need another month to sit in there and stew. These guys can pop out when I forgot to draw the pumpkin horns. I think I'm doing this. Horns. Tiny. Oh, hold up. Tiny arms. Okay. So, yeah, this is what we did last week. We got the blastocyst, which is a week 1. We got the embryo, which is the first month. For humans, it's closer to 6 weeks. Although it depends. Week 10, you're officially a fetus, which means you look like a baby. That's the difference, by the way, between these stages. Blastocyst is when it's just a bean. It has no traits, it has no eyes, it has no arms, nothing. Embryo is when it starts gaining those features of arms, legs, eyes, but like nothing's functioning fully yet. Week 10 is when everything starts, well, the fetus stage is when everything is fully functioning, and they're starting to look like a baby human. By the time week 35 is done, they are fully developed little things. And that's why it's called an embryo versus a fetus. Fetus means little baby. Are the horns squishy like the top of the baby's head? Yeah. It's like kind of like a cartilage. If you push it, you can feel the bone, but by default, it is just a tiny little nub at first. I heard a baby. Baby, my little boy. Did Dad not let you get in the shower? Did you want to share the shower? Is that why you're back? Is he out? Did you want to clean your eye gunk, idiot? Hi. Come here. Come here. Let me get the eye gunk. Come here. Would they be born with horns? No, they develop them. Those little nubs you see, they're like tiny little bumps. This music's getting fucking loud, mate. It was quiet, and then it got fucking loud. Cecil, come here. Hold on, I want to clean my cat's eyes. Hi, baby. Come here. No, come here. No, come here. No, come here. Fucking. You scared yourself, you goober. Come here. Let me clean your eye. Oh, fine. Go to your scratching post. Anyway. Once this stage here, my headset, is done, and you pop out, you're one of these little squishy maybes. You're one of these squishy little beans. So I sketched over this, or I lined over this sketch, and I put it on top of the lady here so that I could see how big the baby is. I also studied up how big the average person is depending on their life stage, and it says infants are usually about 27 inches. Hold on. By the time they reach this age, let me go find it and not feed you garbage. I hear doors moving and opening. I think Wee Wan is out of the shower. Boo, 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 boo. World building. Where's my life stages? Oh, wait. I put it in my Eldritch Nova world building. That's right. Cecil mad you didn't take him to shower with you. Fuck. Yeah, he scared himself and ran away. Alright. Ah, here it is. Alright, I found the picture. I found the picture. So, average size for a 2-year-old is about 2 feet. 3 feet for a 3-year-old. So that's what we're going to be doing for that one. I don't remember baby. Samsel wanty fumpkin sour. Yeah, he wanty shower. He no get shower. He get kicked in the butt. Alright, so let's see how big this little one is. This one's about 13 inches. This baby is about 13, 14 inches. The babies are a little bigger than average than humans. Oh, stretch my back. Oh, there we go. But yeah, this little guy is about 14 inches. I want to say 14 to 15 inches is the average infant size for the babies. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to write down 14 to 15 inches. There we go. And that's how long the infant is. If you were to like stretch out their legs and measure them, he'd be about 16 inches. Big boy. Now, toddler. Let's do this so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Toddlers, I'm gonna be averaging this out to about 3 years. So they're about 3 feet. But I made them just a little bigger, like I said, because the Orkran are like almost 7 feet by the time they're adults. So these guys they're big babies. That's all you need to know. I have an itch. Help. Okay, the itch is gone. Itch is gone because I scratched it. Also, I will be putting their fur on them in a separate layer. So as you can see here, the baby is completely bald in this picture. They are not bald in real life. They have, you know, big, fluffy patches of hair like this. And then their bodies, even as infants, are completely coated in fur. But I'm not going to be worrying about that until I actually start drawing the hair. Right now, I'm just trying to get the stages done. Big babies, just like Desmond. What the fuck? Lilith, I'm either small or I'm big. Pick a lane. my fucking lane, mate. Oh, my nose hurts now. I got myself worked up to a froth. Oh. Anyway, toddler. How tall did I say this bitch was? Like, they were about 3 feet. I'll say about 3 feet, 5 inches. For height. Child. Which we're not working on child right now. We're gonna continue working on toddler. For a person, small. What the fuck? So mad he gained an accent. Yeah, it's a North English accent. I watched a lot of Zero Lenny with Leon, and his accent is fucking hilarious and phenomenal. And I like slipping into it once in a while because it's really funny. For an ant, big-ish. What the fuck? I'm so mean. I'm being bullied. Shitting and crying and throwing up. I need to move this to match her eyes a little better. There we go. Okay. Let us continue drawing the child. So this is my little toddler sketch. The infant line is fucking with me. I need to turn it off. I was just picturing a 2-year-old, 3-year-old head on an infant's body, and I'm like, this is fucking with me. I have to... Oh. We went out here being cute and playing hightail. Aren't you guys shocked that I'm not? Don't worry. Regular scheduling will resume tomorrow. I'm also glad it's getting the recognition it deserves. It's a very well-made game, and it's only been out for 2 days, and it's an early-ass access. Okay, so we've got the hairline, now we do the neck. They're still kind of in the chubby stage, in the toddler stage. Oh, thank you, babe. I didn't even see you at first. We want handing me a cookie. It's a cookie. Just like Mel. I mean, whoa, what? Just like you. What does that mean, Lumen? Okay. I'll save. I have saved. You're welcome. Alright, so these guys are chubby. They have little areolas. What the fuck? I wish I had Leon to hand me cookies. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to just be handed cookies by a man that loves you. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten sick. Medic, no. Oh my god, you guys can see me holding it. I mean, you can't see the cookie itself because, you know. I'll grow another foot taller, I guess. Blippi's like, I got you, boo. Just put stilts on. It's easier. It's faster. Whoa! We have, gays in chat, everyone. Gays in chat, down in front. Gays. I give it a cookie, Baba. No. Just the one is fine, thank you. Hooray! Lumen, you got your 5 streak. Good job. Wait, I need to do this. And yes, my mouth is full of cookie. Cecil, you're a crybaby. Yeah, you are. Oh, babe, when you're done eating and your hands are clean, I need you to get him an eye gunky. He won't let me. Did you get it? Yeah, you did, actually. I think you got it. Oh, you moved it. Did you get it this time? Cecil, stop moving! Okay. There we go. Me and Leon. Leon helped me get Cecil's eye gunky. Now I'm aware of my eyes. Now I'm very aware of my eyeballs. Hold on. Alright, we're good. Thank you for the yeet, Lumen. Banties, why are you looking at my banties? Hi, baby. Yeah, you got your eye gunkies cleaned. Look a boy. I'm gonna be on like... It's me. I'm Screen. Oh, I see. What the fuck do you mean gays in chat? We have gays on screen. One gay. You have one gay. Cecil's not here anymore. Oh, well, you have one gay. Leanna's not here either, so... You just have one gay right now. I like how I was like fucking pimpling when I was leaning back to pet my cat. Alright, so still baby, got baby tummy. Babies are so fucking chubby. They're so cute. I like babies. They are very chumby and cute. Let's get you your underwear, my child. Ugh. Blah! Cecil! Ow! Baby man, can you not? Hit me in the face with your tail. Mwah, you hit my eyeball. Cecil quite literally whipped my eye with his tail and it hurt. You were so cute. Mwah. Yes, you were so cute. Mwah. Hi, baby. Alright, excuse me. I want my mouse. Excuse me. Excuse me. Don't scoot closer. Excuse me. Excuse me. Cecil, come on. Come on. Bud. Fuck off. Cecil. Fuck off. Okay. Well, I have a cat on my desk, so we're gonna have to be dealing with that for the foreseeable future. And he's sitting on my hand. Great. He's sitting partially on my right arm. My left arm is right here, drawing with my pen. My right arm is under a cat. That's stream, folks. Yep, there it is. This is just a day in the life of Desmond Dracula. Also, I'm going to give these guys their undies. This is going to be a little dude. Give him his undies. There you go, buddy. And then give him his chubby tummy. Chubby tummy. I like chubbies. Chubby tummy. Oh, Cecil, he freed me. Are you trying to get milk? Babe, I think he wants some of your milk. He's licking his lips! You goober! Scared himself and ran away. He keeps knocking shit over, and then when it falls over, he's like, ah, ah, and then he leaves. He booped over my tiny chest that I use for Vandalt, and he booked it. Yeah, I think he wants some milk. He's not allowed to have milk. Lumen? That's a dirty lie. You know who I am. You know very well who I am. Also, I'm kind of sad. The AI bro that I was arguing with he hasn't responded to me, and it makes me really sad. It's for the bit. You're not new, though. More like a bit of you're not new. Hey. Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone... He ran out of tokens. Yeah, he ran out of prompt tokens. Is that what you're saying? Is that a thing? Where, like, you need tokens to type shit? Please don't tell me that's a thing. I guess they have to make their money somehow. Yes. Do you have to buy argument tokens? Yeah. I don't know if any of y'all read it. I know Lumen probably did, but yeah, some random dude on the internet, on YouTube, I commented on a video talking about how, like, I draw a line in the sand when it comes to generative AI. And the line in the sand is, don't. Don't do it at all, thanks. What were we doing 5 years ago? Do that, you know? Like, we don't need AI in the creative space. Now, generative pattern recognition software is beautiful for the medical field because it can take your symptoms look at the pattern recognition and go, you have such and such from this and it's here. Like, for instance, Gen AI is very good at finding cancer before it starts. It can see the patterns of the cells and be able to pick it out before it starts becoming malignant. That's perfect. But what the fuck is it doing drawing furry art? Get it the fuck out of here. That's for me. That's for degenerates. We draw the furry porn in this household, not the AI. Get it out of here. But basically, that's what I was arguing. I was like, listen, we don't need Gen AI in the art space. But I was just using the word AI, and I guess that offended the dude. Because he was like, oh, well, do you not like AI in video games? Because NPCs are run on AI. I'm like, bitch, we are talking about generative AI in the video. Why the fuck would I be talking about algorithmic, NPC AI in fucking useless fucking comment? I literally said that because, I was like, bro, I know what the fuck we're talking about. Context, my man. Context exists. It's a trigger word for them. What, AI? Yeah, get your furry art from experts like Desmond and Amy. Agreed. Get your furry art from actual furries and monster fuckers. Thanks. Hi, it's me, Desmond Monster Fucker, and I'm here to draw your OC. Kissing Venom. The problem of AI is the water waste. Taking creative jobs and running AI discussions when it's not generative. Yeah, pretty much. They don't understand context. That's the funny part. The video was about Gen AI. So I don't know where he came off going, actually, AI in video games and for NPCs is perfectly fine. I'm like, no fucking shit. No shit, dog. He was the one that's like, I'm writing a story that rivals that of Lord of the Rings. I'm like, first of all, keep Tolkien's name out your mouth. He's great. You will never be Lord of the Rings. Second of all, you can't have Lord of the Rings without having the Silmarillion, without having the pre-Silmarillic writings that Tolkien worked on whenever he was sitting there grading papers, because he was bored out of his fucking gourd. And back when he was reading fucking Beowulf. You will never fucking be Tolkien. He was autistic, and his autistic thing was language. That, and he was writing Catholic fanfiction. Raise the hands of who knows Eru Iluvatar. Who's Eru Iluvatar? Raise your hands. It's just Yahweh. That's all you need to know. It's just Yahweh. It's just the Christian / Jewish / Catholic God. If I've learned anything, we have to, in moments of discussion, is so specific they can twist basic assumptions. It's stupid, though. I started just saying Gen AI because it's easier to get across. Even though it's technically not AI, it's just pattern recognition. Either way, my line in the sand is don't fucking use it at all. Because the moment we start incorporating that shit into our lives just a little bit, we are going to fall down a slippery slope of non-creativity and non-critical thinking, and we are already struggling to have critical thinkers. Like, this educational landscape is fucked. That's all you need to know. It's fucked. Arguments with AI bros is useless. He didn't even, he was like, oh, I don't even use AI. I'm like, why the fuck are you arguing with me then? He claimed he doesn't use AI. And I'm like, then why are you yelling at me? What do you care? I think he just wanted to be a fucking contrarian, if I'm being fucking honest. Maybe he was looking for a reason to tell someone that he was making a project, a world building project. Trust me, I know it's fucked. I'm in school right now. It's so fucked. It's very fucked. They don't want to convert you. They want you to be silent. That's true. And I won't be. I am a loud bitch. It's gonna be awful. Oh, it's already awful. It's gonna get worse if we let AI just sort of take over the brainosphere. It's the same thing with NFT bros did. Yeah, and do you know what happened to NFT bros? They died. In 4-ish years, they died. Don't tell me my scam is a scam. That's how I make my money. Yeah? Yeah, no, guess what happened to NFT bros? They crashed. The bubble popped. I'm waiting for the AI bubble to pop. It's already starting. Like, a lot of, especially indie devs, a lot of indie dev companies and a lot of, a few big name brand companies are starting to say we are anti-AI, and I feel like that's going to be like a stamp of approval that you look for in like 5-ish years. And I feel like, for me at least, in about 5 years, 5 to 10, maybe 10, if we're really looking at it, but mine is 5. That's my guess. I feel like by 2030, AI is probably going to be some sort of contention. People will stop using it to some degree, and the people who are clinging to it, kind of like the NFT bros clinging onto their shit, are going to look like fucking fools. Dell admitted consumers don't want AI. Yeah, because they're smart. Consumers don't want AI. No one wants AI. It was cool little novelty. Tee-hee, look what I can make the funny robot do for 2 seconds, and now it's annoying. It's making people lose their sense of brain power. They've done literal studies on that where doctors have studied people's brains after using generative AI for an extended period of time, and they've noticed, hey, how come your brain activity's so low? It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe because they're not fucking using their critical thinking skills to overcome shit. They're just fucking asking ChatGPT to do it for them. Yeah, Grok, what should I eat for breakfast, said Leon. Exactly. It's like, you're not thinking for yourself anymore. You're letting the robot think for you, and that is a horrible existence. If we're not in the middle of a world war for resources. That's true. The U.S. is being real. I say the U.S. I'm not doing it. It's fucking the annoying orange. Him wanting Venezuela oil, which is funny, because Venezuelan oil is so fucking hard to get. It ain't clean oil. It's not easy to get like it is in Saudi Arabia. It's real rough. They have to build very specific equipment down there, and all of the oil tech companies that like he's sending down there to get the oil, because we now occupy Venezuela because we're trash. They're like, oh, fuck me. I don't want to build oil rigs in Venezuela. They're going to lose more money than they gain, which is funny. Hot take. Gen AI should be controlled substance like cocaine. Or we just don't use it. Like cocaine. You could need a prescription. You should need a prescription to use it. You know what? That's fair. Using AI to make art is third graders use calculators to do all their math. But calculators, you actually have to, like, think and push the button. I still use calculators to do my math. I can do basic addition and shit and multiplication, but I use my calculator for the most part. Especially when we're playing like a Vandal, because my brain is small and math is not my strong suit. Did someone say oil? Me, I did. Republicans stop starting wars over oil. Challenge difficulty impossible. What? No! No, we have to save the poor oil from its ruthless dictator. I'm convinced he only wants Greenland because he thinks it's green. Oh man, it's the Greenland! I think he wants Greenland because it has something. It has something or another. I don't remember what its resources is, but it has something. Apparently they want it for precious mineral resources needed in the production of technology. Oh, and because it's a strategic location. Yeah, it's something. I hope Denmark slaps Trump on the wrist and is like, stop! Fucking stop! Fuck off! He wants Greenland because Russia wants a warm water port. Maybe. Very maybe. I just know I'm waiting for this shit to blow up in their faces too. This too shall pass, because guess what? It didn't work out too good for the people, you know, in 30s Germany now, did it? I don't have to say it. We know what I'm thinking. Didn't work too well. Oh, get down, wee! Hi, Lumen. Lindo, not Lumen. Lindo. They already did, and like 6 other countries. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, my face! Spin beans! Put me in the spin cycle. Can Twitter stop trying to get me to reevaluate me opting out of targeted ads? You're like, stop! I don't want to watch this! It's seamless! Dryer for 30 minutes. I have been banished to dryer spin cycle. I'm sorry. Alright, so since this is a toddler and they're still pretty chubby, I'm gonna give them that, like, baby fat. You know when the babies have the baby fat in the legs? And when they walk, they look like a little, like, Michelin man? You know? It's cute, but it's also funny. That's what I'm doing here. I'm making the baby fat. Those fat babies are cute babies. Fat babies are happy babies. You can't really see his ankles yet. Got tiny feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's got little nails on his toes. And I'll be adding the fur later. The idiots at ICE literally are parroting Nazi propaganda unintentionally. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, you know, I heard someone mention something the other day and it was really funny. They were like, hey, isn't it real weird that, all of the racists and the, Nazi members are, like, kind of gone now? Like, where'd they all go? Oh, wait, they're all wearing ICE uniforms. And, I was like, wow, that hurts. You're right, but you didn't have to say it, you know? Like... Ow, owie, ooey. Or in the government. They could also... No, they've always been in the government. Alright, let me go find... the child stage. The child. Nope, right. Nope, idiot. Go to species. There we go. Cause see, these are my stages. It's telling me, like, average height and feet and stuff. A child. Funny how they were all against masks until they realized they didn't want their faces in the news. Yeah. Same dudes. Literally the same dudes. They were brought over here in the 30s and 40s to give speeches at a certain college. I think that was called Project Paperclip, actually. You were correct. They never left. They just rebranded. Alrighty, so, this one's about 5 years old. I'm gonna make the child about 5 or 6. So that means they're about 3 feet 8 inches, 3 foot 10 inches. So that means this little one is actually going to be about 4, not inches, 4 feet is what I was trying to say. So let's bring him down. Let's make him a little taller, just a little. Like that. No, get here. There we go. Alright, about 4 feet. Little one. And then I'll bring him back up here so that I can make sure the measurement is good with the lady's head. Because their head and eyes are a bit big, and I want to make sure the proportions are correct. There's a light glowing at the Frankenstein place. People forgot that the U.S. had a Nazi party before and during World War II. Oh yeah, no, they were everywhere. Wait, where's this? Oh, it's it's... I'm stupid. That's all you need to know. I'm stupid. And what? Oh, why are you mohawking? Hey, why are you mohawking? Hey, what's up? The back of his fur started frizzing out. Yeah, what's up? Why you mohawking? Weirdo. Oh, medic! Have a good lurk. Please rest your brain. I know you're sick. Couldn't we have at least a communist dictatorship instead of a blind people dictatorship? How's the boy snack today? Pretty good. What? What? Nothing. You're a boy snack. Mwah. What's up? Hi. Oh, pet baby. He can sense your discontent. He can sense my wanting to kiss him on the little forehead. Hi, little forehead baby. Oh, you're so handsome. It was so cute. My alarm went off earlier this morning to wake me up and tell me to go stream. And, I was like, oh, cool, whatever. And I was laying there just chilling for a bit, and I just feel a tiny creature plop himself on my back. And then just start purring up a storm. He's a baby, because he loves sleeping between me and Leon. Absolutely loves it. If me and Leon are laying there cuddling, Cecil will try to get between us, and if he can't get between us, he will crawl on top of us and then lay on us. He will try. Hi, Sky Kitten. Welcome in. How you doing? I was talking about you, Desmond. Oh, I was talking about you, on. Ah. Oh, you're right. I'm the boy snack. He's the man meal. He made a face. Wild times. Da ba ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Boo! Ah! I got scared. Jump scare! Ah! 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 Hi, welcome in, everyone. How you doing? Cecil, don't disapprove of the raid. That's rude. My cat yelled at you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Wild Times. Thank you, Himiko, for the shouting out of Wild Times. That is a nice picture. Hold on. Let me look at that. What were you doing? Oh, you were playing Toontown. Nice! Toontown's fun as fuck! I love Corporate Clash! Corporate Clash is great! Yeah, CC is really fun. Did you enjoy your Toontown? And while you were giving me your answer, hello everyone, welcome in. Hi hoy. For those of you who don't know me, I am Desmond Dracula. I'm a vampire bat butler, also known as a battler. I go by he, him pronouns, and I like to draw as well as Worldbuild on Wednesdays. I also play a variety of games from RPGs to roguelikes, and today, it's Wednesday, my dudes, so I'm world building. It is World Building Wednesday. Toontown! No! Gil, give me back Toontown! It's fun. It was super fun today. Nice. What'd you do in it? Were you just fucking around and like killing things, or were you like doing dungeons or raids or anything? Raids? You know what I mean. I don't think they were called raids in Toontown, but you know what I mean. I thought you were a werewolf for a second. Ow! No, I'm a bat. I'm a little eeker. I'm a little eek baby. Also, I will be warning everyone in here now. Ads will be starting up in about 30 seconds. They will go on for 3 minutes. I won't be doing anything crazy. I'm just letting you guys know. Desmond's a bit of a himbo. I'm not a himbo! I'm a dum-dum. I am not strong. We got some bosses in. Yeah, that's what I meant, bosses. Plus some gag shop shenanigans. A tiny little share bat. Oh. We love casting spells. It me. A shizard. I guess I'm a shadow wizard now. See you guys after ads. Look at me. By the way, this model was made by Velpepper, and I saw Velpepper the other day in Oshio's chat, and I was like, oh my god, Velpepper, hi! Hi! Hi, I'm a big fan! Legalize nuclear bombs. No! There we go. I'm wizard. It's me, the wizard. Now, let me actually just give myself away a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna do this real quick. There we go. It hasn't said that the ads are running yet, but Alright, but yeah, we're doing some world buildies today, for those who can hear me. I don't care if they're legal. I'm gonna use them anyway. No. Gil? No, well, I mean, your name is Chaos Professor. I can't yell at you too hard. But, yeah, for world building agenda, as you can see in the title, I'm drawing my orc creatures. They're called Oni, or ogres, but I call them Orkran. They're based off of like Japanese oni a bit. And I'm drawing their life stages, aka what they look like when they were a baby, when they were a toddler, and right now I'm drawing their child stage. I need to make this little dude's eyes a little smaller. I made him big in the sketch. Because kids' eyes are actually very small and beady. I don't know if you've ever, like, looked at a baby's eyes, but they're the beadiest fucking things. Just tiny little round things. Actually, let's do that again. And not have it look like bad. But yeah, kids have beady little eyes. Let me pull this up so I can make sure I'm doing this good. There we go. I'll start pulling in their eyebrows. I'll make their eyebrows start getting thicker whenever they start hitting, like, teenagehood. Butler Jenga! What you putting on me? We wine. I'm gonna have him cling right to my noggin. We wine. He's holding onto my hood for dear life. I hear a cat. Aww. Renetta, hug you. He's not watching my stream! What a bastard! You were earlier? Oh, he was earlier. There you go, remember? He hung you. He fixed it. He said, I fixed my sins. Okay, when do I want them to have their teeth start coming in? I think 10, because the way their tusks work, it starts coming in with their adult teeth, and our adult teeth start coming in at around 10, 11. That's when they're like all in, because we start losing teeth around 5, 6, I believe. So these guys, by the time they're 10, will have their tusks. And I feel like the tusks will continue growing out of their mouth little by little. And by the time they're 15 or so, it should be done growing out of their face. Oh, okay, there we go. So this little one, since he's about 5, he's not gonna have tusks yet. Yeah, he's not gonna have tusks yet. Also, welcome back, everybody. The ads are done, and I am doing my art. For those who didn't hear what we're doing today, this is World Building Wednesday, and we are drawing life stages for a race that I've created. Yes, Art Day. And I am drawing what a defaults, I guess, to like a 5-year-old, sort of. Trying to make his face look kid-like, but not quite chubby anymore. There we go, that looks good. And then his horns start coming in. They start really just coming in like this. I don't know if they're that big yet. Surprised you were able to resist Hypetail. I am a man of temperance. I am a man of inner strength, and I do not give in to peer pressure. However, the moment I am done streaming, I will be getting back on Hypetail. Well, maybe. Because we do have to prepare for Vandalt today. Because we'll be playing it, unless Medic is too sick, in which case we will be taking a day off. But Medic said they want to play, so we'll have to see. Alright, we got the little baby horns growing into big boy horns. Leon was busy playing Hytale elsewhere, so Desmond's taking a break. Well, Leon is, I believe, on our actual... Yeah, no, he's on our map. He's running around being cute. The house is pretty much done, too, so... I just need to put a roof on it. I have a ceiling for both stories. I need to put a roof. I do. I would like a roof. I want to put a roof on it. Oh, shit! It's not done. Wait, no, that's part of the roof. That's what I mean. That doesn't have a roof yet. See? That's going to be pure roof, not ceiling. Man's out here fucking making fun of me, and I'm about to fight him. It's not like the rain damages anything, so it's nothing I'm worried about. Okay, so since this is still a baby, still baby chub, but they're starting to lose that baby fat in this stage. They still got like a chubby tummy though. Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but kids have like the little pot belly and it's really cute. But this is when they start to lose that baby fat. So that's what I'm gonna have this little guy doing. Granted, I say guy. This could be any sex, really. Up until about 12 years... No, 12-year-old for us. Like, that cusp of puberty age. That's when they start getting differences in their body structure, just like we do. Because they are pretty much a mammalian, like we are. They just have horns and tusks. I'm gonna have to actually look that up. If these guys, if I would consider us a full adult by the age of 20, and these guys are a full adult by the age of 16, that means when they hit puberty, we hit puberty, I'm gonna say on average 10 to 12, although I've known some people to be able to hit puberty a lot earlier. Like 8 has been like the lower, but we're not going that far. I'm gonna say roughly 10 to 12. I would say their actual 7 or 8 year olds age would be when they're prepubescent. So this one would technically be 8, but well no, this one would be 5 for us, so he'd be about 4 for an Orkran, maybe 3.5. I will be putting down the ages in each stage. But I'm gonna have to, like, convert. I'm gonna have to bring it down a little bit. Because remember, these guys age faster and they live shorter lives. But I will be doing that whenever I'm done drawing it. I'm just doing calculations in my head now. Hey man, can I not have a Cecil hair on my glove? Thanks. I'd like to draw without my glove getting garbage on it. Thanks, cat. Bleh. Also, Leon's leaving me on Saturday, and it makes me sad. Wait. Alright, these guys got their little claws. That's actually very big. Hold on. Those claws are a little too long for the baby. Because I am on the 5 stage, the 5-year-old stage. The young child, I guess is the term I want to use. Because my life stages are the fetal stage, infant stage, toddler stage, child stage, prepubescent stage. Child stage, to me, I'm considering about 5 or 6. Prepubescent, like I said, 10 to 12. And then teen would be about 15, adult would be about 20. And then adult just keeps going. Until we get to elder, for us, what would elder age be? Like 55, 60? That's when our hair is now like a full gray. Menopause has kicked in fully. Sperm count and sperm quality has started deteriorating. Like the elder stage is when just our reproductive age and has completely ended. That stage is gone. and we now have full gray hair, and we're starting to get like the wrinkles because our DNA, or the telomeres on our DNA is no longer there. Our DNA is fracturing, so we start wrinkling faster. So that's what the elder stage for me is going to be when we fully hit that stage. Oh, you mean we get hotter? Lolan said, oh, whenever you become a fucking G-DILF? Yes. Yes, how'd you know? Bro, Lance's gonna be so fucking hot as a silver fox. More like silver bear. He's hot now. It's so funny. Every life stage I've ever had with him, it's been, damn, my husband's hot. I think I've had this conversation on stream before, but like, when we first met, and he was like, kind of clean shaven, and was like, thinner with the like shoulders, and like, cause he's gotten broader over time. A little bit shorter. I was like, damn, my husband's hot. 10 years later, I look at him. He's starting to get gray in his beard. He has a fluffy ass beard. He's got nice, thick, like, arms, nice, thick shoulders. Just everything about him is built, and I'm like, my husband's so hot. And in another 10 years, when he's completely gray, and he's got like a slight slouch, you know, like whatever we're gonna look like when we're older, I'm gonna be like, damn, my husband's hot. Because I like him a lot. He's hot. It has been 0 days since Desmond has thirsted over his husband. Listen! He's hot. I love my husband, okay? You can't. I said I love you! I'm not gushing over how hot you are. No! He said, yes, you are. Listen, man. It ain't my fault you're hot, okay? Okay? Not my fault. Alright. Back to drawing the child. The child stage. AKA the, just starting to actually think and puzzle solve stage. Because, toddlers, they can only really form, like, 4-word sentences, and the most syllables you will ever hear them say is, like, 2, in a word. Child is when they start getting those thinky parts in their brain where they can actually, like, do shit. Where they start actually having, like, proper thought and motor function. This is the most critical mental developmental stage for them. And they're starting to lose the baby fat. Toddlers, I gave them the baby fat. Children, when they're like proper kindergartners, first graders, they start getting thinner. They start becoming mobile. And then you can't get them to sit the fuck down. And you're like, damn it, why did I have all these kids? And then you know, then you think about your life and how you really wanted to get that job as like a comedian, but you know, your parents laughed at your dream, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go into a job that's sensible, you know, like a banker or something. And then now you're like 20 years into your life and you don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry, I don't know where that was going. I just wanted to be a goober. You spend the first 4 years teaching them how to talk, and then the next 14 years you try to get them to slow down. Yeah, pretty much. You're like, hey, could you talk a little less now? Please. Dad loves you, but Dad's head hurts. Like... Okay. So, I'm still giving him, like, a tiny bit of chubby, but for the most part, it's pretty much gone. This is when you are fully mobile, you're not, like, waddling around like a drunk person anymore. Because with toddler, you're still trying to figure out how your legs work. You're figuring it out. You found your balance, but, you know, sometimes you'll fall over, and you look kind of drunk. You look like a drunk penguin. By the time you're about kindergarten age, you are a bullet. So, these little guys, they've lost that padding. They've also become so long. Cause see the little short baby right here, and then just longman. And no more chub on the tummy. No more chubbing. Maybe some slight chub in the arms and the legs, but the body has now started acclimating for a more mobile lifestyle for the child. Especially for these guys. Us as humans, yeah, we'll run around and be fun, and we're playing on jungle gyms now, and we're swinging on swings. These motherfuckers are built with endurance and litheness in mind. At least the Orkran are. The Yogre were built with sustainability in mind, so they usually keep their fat for a lot longer because they're in a cold region. These guys are in a hot region, so they start getting that lean muscle very quickly. And they are speedy little bullets, even as babies. Ah, more hair. There we go. So that chubby little leg fat that I used to do there, that's going to be mostly gone. Like that. Maybe there's a tiny bit, but no, it's gone. They're a fully functional running around person. I'm gonna give them ankles as well. I didn't give the baby stages ankles because you can't see those. They're too chubby. Okay. Let me draw that again. There we go. Okay, or I can just fuck up. And there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4 toes. They've got the little claws, just like always. And oh, I forgot to draw the top of their head. Hold up. There we go. And like I said, I'll be adding the hair on another layer whenever I get to that, but I'm not there yet. But you can see I have the sketch, at least, ready to go. Hey man, can I draw correctly? Thanks. There we go. Alright, child stage done. So the quote-unquote 5-year-old stage is done. I have to say quote-unquote because it would be 5 for us, not them. They'd be closer to 4, 3.5. I'm gonna do this. So now we can see the different stages. We can see baby. This is the chumby-wumby little baby. Got the fattest arms, the fattest face. Their nubs and their horns are not gone yet. Also, we can see this stage, which I'll be compiling all this together later, but this is just me doing all this stuff. And then we've got the toddler stage. You can see the difference. The toddler has become a lot longer, but they can't quite walk. Their legs are still stumpy. Oh, let me go grab my reference here. I have a website that's called HPC Anatomy, and it shows me all the different body sizes. It gives me newborn, infant, young child. I don't know how old that is. It just says young child. Newborn, I'm assuming, is like when they're first out the body. This would probably be some sort of in-between stage between newborn and infant, but it shows infants as like standing with 5 heads, like 5 head tall. So I would say mine's closer to newborn. And then young child, about 6 heads tall. This would be the child stage. And then we are hitting their prepubescent stage. They don't have prepubescent stage, so I'm assuming older child is going to be that. They just went to teenager. They skipped the other stage. But that's fine. As you can see, child is about 5.5 heads. So what I'm going to do, because see, you can see all these. I'm going to move this over now. This is going to be the prepubescent stage. This one, for us, would be about 10 to 12 years old. The kid has become super tall. How tall are they for here? At about 10, they're about 4'7", 4'10", so this guy would be about 4'10"-ish, 5 feet maybe. Yeah, there it is, about 5 feet. And let's see how you line up with an Orkran. Let's move you up there. Oh, your head is very big. Hold on, I need to shrink the noggin a little bit. I don't know where I get off fucking making their heads that fucking big. Let's see. 10-year-old heads are not that big, yeah. There we go. That's a little better. I'll worry about the hair later. Hi, Pats. Welcome in. I am doing good. I hope you're also doing good. I'm drawing the life stages of my ogre people, my Orkran, as I call them. Alright, so baby, toddler, child, prepubescent, and then teenager. I wonder what's for dinner. Food is for dinner. Eat food, silly. Oh, pass this highway. Also, hi, Verbax. Welcome in. How you doing? Pet, 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 pet. Oh, stretches. I popped my back and I felt great. Oh, it was a reference. I didn't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get references. I'm lame. What, Cecil? What are you yelling about, huh? Oh, did Dad not share milk? Did he not share milk with you? No. Aww. Got kisses. It's from Legend of Zelda CGI. Oh, that's why I don't know. I don't engage with Legend of Zelda CGI. That's the not real Legend of Zelda. That's the Legend of Zelda we don't talk about. Alrighty. Just give this little guy more defined eye. More defined nose. His nose is starting to get a little longer. And I believe his eyebrows are starting to thicken up. Cecil, can I help you? His tail! It's still kind of silly and funny and very YouTuber poopable. That sounds like some shit someone already YouTube pooped. What? Oh, got him. Snatched him up. Snatched up a kid. Betting him now. Oh, right. Because they're about 10 years old, 10 to 12, in our relative age, they are now with their tusks. Their tusks are starting to grow in. Is he making noises? Oh, Leon's holding Cecil in one hand. Like he's got him pinned to his stomach. He's like holding him to his chest and his gut. And he's just petting the crap out of his chin, and Cecil's like, "Mar, mar, 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 mar." Me. I would also be crooning on you if you were holding me and petting me like that. Just saying. Alright, so here's his little mouth. Hold Cecil like a rifle. Brrr. Cecil, are you a rifle? No. Are you a hand cannon? Hey, zipperbacks! Are you a hand cannon? No? Okay. My cat is not a hand cannon. Just letting you know, he has confirmed he is not a hand cannon. Thank you for the water. Oh, did I scare you? You're okay. I spooked Cecil slightly, I think. He's fine. Alrighty. Let's get this done. I don't like the way that looked. Let's do that again. That looks a whole much better. Okay. So their face starts smoothing in. Their jaw isn't quite shaped yet, but their chin's starting to come in. I'm gonna move up their mouth and nose a little bit. There we go. And their ears are starting to come out too, like a little longer, because their ears are pretty big. Their ears are pretty long. And their horns, I want to say by the time they're prepubescent, their teeth are completely done and their horns are pretty much completely done. It's basically curved fully around the head. The horns don't really grow anymore, other than getting bulkier as they get bulkier. Oh, he got itches. Making sure my cat doesn't scratch his eye out. He tried once. It scared the shit out of me and Leon. So every time I start seeing him itch his face, I have to watch him for a second. Doing good, just chilling at the moment. Excellent. I am glad you're just chilling at the moment. Chilling is the spice of life. You okay, babe? Oh, that's a good idea. Breathing is good. Alright, so we have the horns fully coming out of the head. Yeah, I'm ready to fight people. I'm ready to help save people. Let's do that again, because that looked like suck balls. Schmunkaro. There we go. Alright, so this is this little guy's horns. Let's give him... I'll give him his hairline. And then give him his noggin. It's a little bigger. Because their horns don't quite sit on the tops of their heads, but it certainly follows that curve. It gives a couple of inches or so of room for hair to stick out and pop out. But, like, the horns are definitely close to the head. Like you see here. It curves with it. Alrighty. I can turn off the body of the last stage. Yeah. I measured how tall this boy was, right? Yeah, I did. Wait, did I? Hold on. Let me make sure I measured him. I don't remember. Okay, he should be fine, but just in case, I'm going to make him just a bit taller. Maybe closer to 5 feet. Because remember, these guys get big. And I have to remember that. These guys get big. I am 5 feet! We won! He said 5 feet would be big to you. And I'm like, what the butt? Okay, 5 feet for a 12-year-old? You were 5 feet at 12, weren't you? You motherfucker. I heard him snicker, and I'm like, you bitch. Bless you, baby. My cat sneezed. Okay, and then they start gaining some of this, like, muscle right here. This, like, bone structure. But not too much of it yet. Not too much of it. And whenever this is, when prepubescence hits, the chest does start changing. And this is when they start differentiating genders. I feel like in their culture, they don't really do that up until the horns and the tusks fully come in. Because whenever you hit prepubescence, you start going through some fun little things called hormones. I remember when I went... Babe, do you remember when you started going through your, like, hormones during pubescence? I do. I remember when I would randomly get pissed off, and I'm like, why am I aggressive and angry? Yeah, that's about when I started too. 12. Mm-hmm. I just remember being angry and then crying, and I was like, "What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? What's happening?" But the fun thing about health class and it existing is that I had already been told like a year ago, "Hey, this is what to expect when you start going through pubescence. You're going to be hormonal, you're going to be going through this stuff, whatever, you're breaking out." I'm like, "Oh, this is probably just that." That's why education is fucking important, y'all. It helps us be able to diagnose what's wrong with us and be able to understand the world around us easier. That is why I will always scream about fucking education. Education needs to be accessible, easily accessible. And it needs to uh, be there to help people that, you know, would normally not know what the fuck is happening. Because, like, I am undiagnosed, but I have had multiple people now look at me and go, "You have to have some sort of neurodivergent something." And I'm like, "Probably." And the reason I know I have it is because whenever I start showing symptoms, I can actually just chill myself the fuck out and go, "Okay, the reason I'm acting this way is because of XYZ. I can try and calm myself down and, like, understimulate myself so I'm not having a fucking blowout in my brain." It helps me catch what I'm doing and go, "Okay, calm down." Otherwise, I just go unga bunga monkey brain whenever something upsets me. I'm Armtease now. Just got a drawing tablet. Hell yeah, lucky! That's not unlucky, that's real lucky. Uh, if you need... yeah, remember that. If you need me to point you in the direction of a few programs that work for free, I believe Krita and Fire Alpaca are free. Then again, you can literally just pull up MS Paint and practice. I use Crit. Nice! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Krita. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Krita I've heard is a pretty good program. I've always used something called Paint Tool Sci, but fun fact, I bought Paint Tool Sci. I believe there is a website that lets you download it for free. I don't remember where that is. I bought it before you could download shit for free, or at least before I knew what pirating was. So whenever I lost my old file on my old computer and I got a new computer, I went and downloaded that shit for free with no guilt. I'm like, I already gave this man money because Paint Tool Sci was made by one person. But that's what I used for the longest time. And then I got Clip Studio, which I adore. But there's a reason I got Clip Studio over Paint Tool Sci. As much as I love Paint Tool Sci and as how smooth it is, CSP is made more for webcomics in mind, and Paint Tool Sci sadly does not have a text feature. It doesn't let me make bubbles and text the way this does. See, I can come here and I can make a bubble and then I can just type in it. But that's why I made the switch. I don't know how Krita works, but I'm assuming it's a very good beginner program. I would not recommend Paint Tool Sci to a beginner. Or not Paint Tool Sci. I would recommend Paint Tool Sci to a beginner, but I don't know if you'd be able to buy it still. I'm sure it's purchasable, but but if you ever are in the market for something better than Krita, I would say Paint Tool Sci. I can't give you CSP recommendations for a beginner though. It seems good, but what I do know, definitely a learning curve. Also, fucking Control X instead of Control Z constantly. Currently, just tracing over stuff to get the hands of drawing, kinda. Control X. That's weird. Does it let you change that? Cause that's annoying. um, Granted, I have a tablet that lets me just push a button like this, and it lets me go back and forth between my undo and redo. But for a beginner, like I said, do not worry about all that stuff. Yes, it's annoying, but if you're just starting out, figure out the tools and work with it later that way. Shit. Yeah, but Control X, that's annoying. If you're able to change those key bindings, I would highly suggest it. Also, you truly know you're an artist when you hit Control Z, or Control X, I guess, in this point, more than you draw lines. Because you guys have seen me do this for years now. You guys have watched me draw for years. And, you've seen what I've done. You see how often I hit Control Z. That's how you know you're a true artist, when you're Control Z-ing all over the place. Control Z is undo, and Shift Z is redo, and Control X is cut. Oh, I thought you said, Control X was used for Control Z, and I was very confused. I was about to be like, can you change that? Fix that. Krita, please. What sort of weird-ass control is that? But no, now it makes sense. Also, welcome in. I'm drawing my babies. Control Z doesn't undo Control X. Oh, I see what you mean. That's annoying. I guess if you ever want it put back, you could always just Control P, or whatever it is. I have to manually go into the Edit tab to undo the cut of the entire layer. Oh. Well, that's annoying. That's a bit of a nitpick, but, you know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That foot is lopsided! Let's do that again. I have a question. There's a pressure sensitivity thing and confused me what do. Okay, so, in the actual program? Or for the driver of your tablet? Because both have sensitivity settings. Damage? Like, for instance, mine, I believe, is right. It's somewhere in here. Where is it? Because each pen has different pressure settings. I don't want to reselect. I want to do this. Setting. There it is. This is my pen pressure settings, and I keep it this way, with it right here and all that. On the tablet itself. Okay, let me go pull that up for you. Now, I don't know which tablet you're using, and our drivers will look different, but my driver is for the Artist 15.6 from XP Pen, and this is what my driver looks like. You're using XP Pen! Excellent. So our drivers might look similar. This is my pressure sensitivity. So I don't push hard, like at all. Looks different. Okay. Well, if you can see a box that looks like this, I've also had this changed so that this works with the buttons that I want. You can see that my pin pressure sensitivity is very, very high. If it were to be right here, I would have to push down very hard on my tablet in order for it to thicken the line a lot. If this is over here, I don't have to push very hard at all. So see, if I were to move this over here, oh, come on. There we go. And I were to draw the way I regularly do, you can see how thin my lining is now. I'm pushing at the same amount of pressure that I was when I was drawing the leg, but now because this is so far this way, because this is output. Down here, up here is if you're pushing light, down here is if you're pushing hard. So I scoop mine pretty far up, so now when I'm pushing again, you can see that the line is really thick, and I'm not pushing very hard. I'm pushing with the exact same pressure that you saw earlier. See? So if you're trying to figure out your pressure settings, it all has to do with how hard you push your pen on the tablet. I would recommend not pushing your pen very hard. I have this also arching it a lot harder. Cool, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, this is when you're pushing its hardest, this is when you're pushing its softest. If you are a very gentle toucher and you're noticing your lines are not coming out as thick as you want this top thing to be moved to the left more. I have mine very, very left, as you can tell, because I really like touching my tablet softly. I don't need to push very hard in order for it to work. There we go. And as you can see, my line art stays the exact same way it was. And I'm pushing with the exact same pressure. I'm not pushing any harder, any lighter. I'm pushing the way I normally do. You can see the lines are consistent. They're not that, like, really thin. This is me barely touching my tablet at all. And I refuse to dig I refuse to dig this thing into the tablet. I don't do soft but not hard either, so yeah, that's fair. I say just fuck with it. Have it somewhere where you can, like, adjust it here and there so you can touch the tablet with your pen. And when you're satisfied with how you draw, just leave the settings how it is and then, you know, continue. Pen pressure is not too hard to deal with. 2, 3. Nope. Let me do that again. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so the child or prepubescent stage is done. Now to draw the teenager. So let's grab this. I'm actually going to move him here first and make sure the teenager is height enough. Tall enough, that's the word. I have an idea. Let me scooch. Let me select it correctly. And then scooch. I want the teenager a little smaller in the head. Because the teenager is basically going to look like an adult, just a little shorter. Because they're starting to have all of the traits that an adult has. They're just going to be a little shorter. There we go. Yeah, that looks about right. So this is about a 15-year-old. 15-year-olds for us are about 5'7" on average. For these guys, it'll be closer to like, I don't know, 6'5", because, like I said, these fuckers are big. And then by the time they're fully adults, they're roughly 7 feet. If you take a few inches. Ugh, I needed that stretch. Oh. It's very awkward to draw. I haven't held a pen in years. Ah, that's fair. That's why you just practice. You just draw little doodles on the screen. Like, just do that. Just give yourself little circles. Well, that's how I do it. If you want to warm up your hand and remember, and let your arm remember how pens work, I usually do this exercise where I start doing a circle, but I don't pick up my pen. I just keep making circles, and I slowly go down. The circles don't have to be perfect. Just try to draw them as best as you can, and just keep going. If you want to do another way, you can also do squares. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. And this is to pick up your motor skills. Because drawing is a motor skill. Your arm has to remember what you're doing. You can see something all day and have your brain understand objectively how to do it, but it also is supposed to go into your hand. You have to be able to do it as a motor function. Like you see here, just drawing in a circle. And the circle is staying about the same shape over and over. That is a motor skill. I also do this to help with motor skills as well. I draw like this starburst look. Start in the middle, loop it, do it again, and just keep doing that and go around in a circle. All of those are just little exercises you can do to warm up your hand and tell it, hey, we're doing this. In a couple days I'll be back saying, all these squares make a circle, all these squares make a circle. Is that a song? I need to know the song. But yeah, if you're looking to like just straight up warm up your arm and help it remember that you're holding a utensil, that's usually what I do. Especially in the morning when I haven't drawn in a while. I just do my quick little circles, I do my quick little squares, remember the circles and squares, and then I do my quick little starbursts. And think of that as kind of like exercising before doing, or stretching before exercising. Because it is, like I said, a motor function. It's a motor skill that you have to help your arm memorize. And then it'll make drawing line art and stuff easier. I'm sorry for going off on a tangent, but, you know. Alright, so teenager. Going to have roughly the same eyes as your mother. I can actually turn off this one, because they're basically just going to be looking kind of like an adult. Just not quite fully mature yet. I haven't been giving him this. And his eyebrows are going to be super thick now. But I think they aren't going to have the full sideburns yet. I was never good at drawing, but I was able to draw a near perfect circle. That's my goal now. Yeah, have some sort of goal. I remember when you did the art tutorial stream and I drew a real circle for the first time and it blew my mind. I was so proud of you, Medic. Yeah. Because like I said, it's a motor skill more than it's a talent. You have to just tell your hand to remember how to circle. And the key is also to just be light when you're drawing and not use your wrist. If you're using your wrist, because like, I'm going to try to draw with my wrist. This is going to fuck with me. But, this is me drawing with my wrist. And it hurts. It physically hurts my wrist. If you don't want to throw out your wrist early, draw with your arm. Move your whole fucking elbow when you're drawing. Or Get your whole fucking shoulder in it if you really need to, but never just keep your arm in place and move with your wrist like this. That shit hurts. This is me using my elbow. I have hypermobile wrists, so, you know what? If you want to draw with your wrists a little, that's fine, especially when you're doing tiny details. But I wouldn't recommend it long term because that's how you get crampies. That's how you get carpal tunnel. Don't do it. Ow, my motor is running on the wrong kind of fluid. Damn it, medic! Get the right fluid! Ah! Broke my ankle. Alright, let's get this baby boy his horns. Because see, these lines, I'm drawing smoothly with my elbow. I might remove this lady's hair for a second so I can see her noggin. Goodbye, hair. There we go. That makes it so much easier on me. I won't have the horn just as big on her. Or technically, like I said, this is the dude. I'm drawing the dude. Ellie! Hi, Ellie! How you doing? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. The tablet is XP Pen G90, so yeah, the cheap one. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Like I said, if you are a beginner or if you are getting back into it and you haven't drawn in a while, do not invest in the big crazy shit, please. I've said that to fucking VTubers too, people who want to be a VTuber. If you're trying to invest in something right away and you don't know if you're going to like it or if you don't know how it's going to work out for you, please do not put a fuck ton of money into it at first, please. Thank you. You know what I did for my VTubies when I was first starting out? I was a little PNG tuber. You know what I did when I first started drawing? Well, I mean, obviously it was the 90s and I was using pen and paper. But my first tablet, it was a baby-ass, cheap-ass bamboo Wacom tablet. I don't remember how much it was, but it was cheap. And I was learning on a paint tool side program that was also pretty cheap because paint tool side is not expensive. I was learning, and there's nothing wrong with that. Investing 20k in drawing stuff now. What did I just say, Lucky? I think you didn't healthy Rebecca. But yeah, no, when you're just starting out and you don't know if you're gonna like go full hog into it, please do not dump your money into a thing unless you were absolutely sure this is what you want to do. Because that's what I did. Of course, Leon had to, you know, choke me and hold me down and say, "Give him the XP pen tablet!" But I was happy with my bamboo Wacom for the longest time. Oh, you said my entire life savings in my left kidney? Got it. Lucky, no! he's there he goes. He's gone. He's doing it. Oh, yep, nope. They're taking out the kidney. Yep, nope. But no, I had years to climb. This is the thing that a lot of artists and honestly any other content creator will not tell you. They started off on the cheap. Unless they're a Nepo baby or were sponsored by someone who's already doing this crazy shit and got a lot of money for it, they started off on the cheap. They started off with no skills, no bitches, no income, no mortgage. They didn't start with anything. I have a bad habit of overspending on hobbies. Don't overspend on this hobby. Do you know how much money you could spend drawing? Zero. You wanna know why? Go outside, grab a stick, doodle it in the mud. Boom, you're an artist. Literally, do not spend that much money on this hobby if you are not sure. Arm Timst. You're artist. I saw someone take a rock, burn a stick, and use the charcoal on the stick to draw a hot dragon with huge tits. Like, literally, you can do whatever the fuck you want for free Because art is art, as long as you drew a line. I remember that. Yeah, it was really funny. And he was like, boom, AI can't do this. And it's like, you right? I actually really like rock art when people draw stuff on rocks. It's even cooler when they like take those tools that let them like carve into the rocks and then they like make a 3D shape in the rock. It's really pretty. I love like little rock sculptures. I always wanted to be somewhat decent at drawing, taking that my mom is amazing at painting and drawing, and there is me. That's because you can't pass down art genetics. I don't think anyone in my family was artistic. Maybe my grandpa was. I don't know. It's a skill you hone. It's not something you pass down. But you could always go ask her for advice if she is a good painter and artist. You could always ask her, you know, what your process is, you know. Hey, Mom, how do you sketch? No. Oh, never mind. I guess we're not asking Mom. I'm sorry. It's okay. You can ask your gay Uncle Desmond. He'll tell you. She doesn't sketch. Oh, she just straight up paints. Is that what you're saying? Well, she has to lay down some sort of foundation, so obviously she'd have to like do some sort of painting foundation, right? 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 Because with digital art and like actual painting and stuff, they're two different mediums, so they will work in two different ways. Very sketch like nowhere near the final product. That's a sketch, technically. That counts. Also, I'm not going to make their tusks quite big yet. Their tusks and horns are still growing, but it's not complete yet. There we go. And their ears are almost there. Getting bigger. Yeah. What? Butler Jenga! What you putting on me? Yeehaw, what's riding me? Help, I'm hiccuping. My cat! Thank you. Cecil, you have no choice but to sit in my lap. Tee-hee. Look at my kitty. He's sitting in my lap. What a good boy. Where's my actual cat? Oh, he's in bed, curled up in the blankets like a little ball. Babe. Bubba. What do you want? Look at the ball, baby. Ball, baby! He's a little ball in a bed, and it's so cute. Help. Anyway, back to drawing. Also, let me bring myself down just a bit. There we go. Meh. More hair. I think it's just one hair that's been just continuously fucking with me. Also, I don't like asking her to teach me because she's the one of those just do it. Oh, that's sad. Also, ads in 20 seconds. Okay, well then ask me. I will try my best to answer. Because I genuinely like helping people, like, learn how to art. Because I just love art, and I love artists. And I've been like that since I first started streaming. I think one of my first streams, I had a rant where I was like, no, you just do it. You do it this way. It's great. I don't even remember what the rant was, but it was funny. I'm thinking of teaching myself how to animate. Do you have any advice? Woof. I'm not as good at animation. Now, I don't know if anyone here can hear me, because we're... It's gonna hate people curly for art tips. I would have an abomination. To be fair, our art tips might overlap. I'm gonna wait 2.5 minutes, though, before I start answering questions, because ads are in. Unless you can hear me. Raise your hands if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, then you're in the ad dimension. I'm so sorry. You'll be out in two minutes. While I wait, I'm gonna top myself up with some drinkies. No! I dropped my lemonade. Well, no, I dropped a empty bottle of lemonade. Because when I got up this morning, I was like, I have lemonade to drink. It had 2 sips at the bottom, so I just grabbed a new one and sipped the rest down of the old one. Weirdo Red Bull ad going on. A dog just drank Red Bull and wrapped their own around a tree to flirt with a female dog. Yeah. Dude, commercials are weird sometimes. Commercials are real weird. I know you're not here right now, Lucky, but I will talk to you about this in a second. I will never fucking forget. Welcome back, Unlucky. You bringing up the ad reminded me of the weird-ass fucking ad that is Puppy Monkey Baby, and I fucking hate it. Babe, you remember Puppy Monkey Baby? It's fucking weird. Monkey Baby. For those of you who don't know what Puppy Monkey Baby is, it's fucking weird. It was a Super Bowl ad, I believe, and it was like, oh yeah, put 3 things together that are awesome, and like, it's cute or whatever, and it was a puppy and a monkey and a baby, and I'm like, this is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever watched. And I've seen Japanese commercials. This is up there, man. It didn't make me want to buy whatever product you were selling. I don't even remember what they were selling me. I don't even know who it was. It was just a puppy monkey, whatever. Anyway, like I was saying though, Unlucky, if you do have any questions, please ask. And as for Sky Kitten's question, I hope she is out of the ads as well. I am not nearly as good at animating, but I have animated a few things before. Ad hail. Let me know when you're out, Sky Kitten. Here, I'm gonna say this. And you get. Let me know when out of ads. I can answer question. Because I am not an animator first and foremost, but I have animated before. So I do have simple tricks out of, yay, Sky Kitten's out. Okay, so, Sky Kitten, I am not an animator, not primarily. I don't animate all that often. I've animated like 3 things in my fucking life. However, the one thing that I did animate, it was peak as fuck. It was Leon's emote of him dancing to Suavemente. And it was peak as fuck. It's the best animation I've ever done. Here, I'll show you. Also cool, just realized there's replacement nibs. Yes, you can buy replacement nibs if one starts to dull out to the point of unrecognizability. Let me go find Suavemente and then I'll show you the beauty that is Suavemente. There it is. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys can't see any porn. There we go. I drew this. I animated this. It's suave. The tablet came with 10 replacements. Oh, nice. I do know that when tablets come with pens, sometimes they'll give you like a pen holder. Like, that's what mine came with. It came with a little pen thing where you could like plop your pen in like an ink quill. But if you open that, there was like a fuck ton of nibs in there. No holder. That is fine. My holder was my pen nib holder too, so. But, that's what I have animated, Sky Kitten. I have also animated another thing, which I'm actually going to boot up personally and show you the frames, so that you can understand how it works. Where is my hairbrush? No, it's in my projects? Here. Not quite here. Not here. Oh, I found my Suavemente animation. Ah, here it is. Okay, so this was something I created whenever I was doing something Homestuck related. And these are all my little boys. So this is a giraffe, obviously. And you can see here that it moves. It walks. And if I were to go open up my, where is it? Timeline for running this, you can watch it walk in real time. So I have animated biblically accurate giraffe. It's a Homestuck giraffe. Very cool. Thank you. It's a Homestuck giraffe. It's supposed to be freaky. The way Hussey draws animals, he's really fucking weird about it. He doesn't give them eyes. I based this based the face off of Maple Hoof, which is a pony in Homestuck, and then I also based the hooves. And I use this guy as a reference point for the height, and then this I did color it actually. Did I? Anyway, this is my sketch layer. That's what that is. As you can see here, I have my sketch underneath. So the way I went about animating this little guy, let me turn this off. Okay, cool. Yeah. The way I went about animating him was I wanted him to start walking, so I started with a pose, and you want to study shit that you are trying to animate. So because I was studying a giraffe walking, because someone asked me to draw that for a project, I realized giraffes walk a different way to horses and the way we walk. They actually walk with both legs on one side moving in the same direction. So that's what I emulated. So when I say, study what you're gonna be animating, that's what I mean. Otherwise, I would have gotten this wrong. As you can see, when this left foot is forward, this back leg is also forward. That's apparently how giraffes walk in real life, which is funny. How to animate. Just don't. No, animating's fine. Animating's fun. Also, in Clip Studio Paint, you can see that this yellow and blue, the yellow is the future frame and the blue is the back frame. It's just to help me see. But how I started this was I took this frame and then I did a frame in between. Like I see here. These frames are basically the same frame. This is just his legs going this way, and then this is his legs going the other way. And you can see that their legs are in the same exact position, kind of. Just the sketch organizes it differently. Hands terrify me. Hands are not scary, and I can show you why. But you can see here that this leg is in about the same position as this leg. But it's just the opposite leg. And it makes animating easy. And those are my keyframes. And then in between is transition frames. So what you want to do for animating is find your main frames that you want to do. So like, for instance, if I want to draw... I don't fucking know. Hair flipping, I guess. I'll find a keyframe where my hair is at a resting position, and then I'll figure out which way the wind is blowing. Let's say it's blowing this way. This is a ponytail. Let's pretend this is a ponytail. And then I'll find a keyframe where the hair is coming out this way. And these are going to be my two keyframes, where it's like the hair is jetting back and forth. So I'm going to put K here for keyframe, K here for keyframe, T here for transitional frame, and then T for here. In order to have the transitional frame, if you see the two frames, it'll just be going back and forth. But transitionally, this will be picked up by whatever's pushing it this way, and then it'll continue pushing it like that. And then your other transitional frame, this push is completed and the tension drops from the hair like that. And you can see that in the tail. If you watch the way the tail moves, you can see that tension rising and falling on this, and you can see this part of the tail following that. So while this is going up and down, the tail follows it that way, where it rocks like a pendulum almost. That is how I pictured the ponytail that I was talking about over here. It whips forward and then it falls down, just like here. So you can see the different keyframes and transitional frames. So if we're just looking at the tail, this would be one of my keyframes. This would be, let's see, this would be a keyframe where it's starting to be pushed right here in the middle, and it drags this with it. And then it pushes it up, and then it flicks this tip out because the tension is released here. And then it drops here first, and then this drops second. So it's all about knowing the movement and your keyframes that you want. Those are the tips that I can give. Everything else, it's just about looking at it and seeing how well it flows. That makes sense. Okay, good. But like I said, it depends on what you're doing. Also, whenever I'm animating, I love doing this thing where I have lines of action telling me where shit's going. And you saw it in the tail. You can see this little line here whenever I draw. I've erased some of it here, but you can see here, this is when I'm like, okay, this is going to lift. Oh, I used this pen. That's right. I was using this. So I was like, okay, this lifts. This moves this way, like so. And then I come here, I'm like, this is still lifting. Now this is lifting. The tension stops here. This flicks up. This flicks up a little more. This pushes down. And now this is coming down, and this is coming down this way. So let's see how that looks whenever I play it. You can see the movement really hard now. Whenever I add those movement lines. So whenever I do little lines of action like that, it's to tell me personally what's moving and what isn't. Okay, so I have a start frame and end frame with middle frames. What move fluidly from one point to another? Yes, basically. You have your keyframes that give you a beginning point, a middle point, and an ending point. And anything in between, depending on how big your animation is. And then you want to put transitional points that fill in those gaps, essentially. Like, I could do that right now real quick with, like, a ball, for instance. Let's do it here. I'm going to keep on... Oh, yeah, and you can actually see it here on the legs, too. I added arrows. You can see I have arrows pointing here and there, telling me which way is going to go what. You can also see how the head bobs. That's also... And you can see on the chin right there, that's me telling me which way the head's going to move next. And even in the hair, you can see the bounce of those little lines, those little reference lines right here. Okay, let me see if I can't pause it on the correct... frame. See all these little lines right here? That's me telling myself it's going down. So it's always good to have those little reference points too, at least for me. I've never seen another animator do that, but that's what I do because it helps me. Because I'm not a professional animator by any means. All of this is just stuff that I have learned doing what little animations I have done. Burrito! Burrito has been rapid. And I have found my Suavemente animation that I can show you real quick. This is the Leon Suavemente. It's so good. I love it. But if I remove all of that, that's not it. That's the, what's it called? That's the reference. I don't have the sketch anymore. But I do have... Okay, so watch his cape. The way his cape flips around when he does this. Ganondorf is the dude that I base this off of. and the Suavemente Ganondorf, and he doesn't have a cape, nor does he have this fur that bounces. See how the cape moves? I had arrows pointing in. Thank you, babe. I have arrows pointed, and I don't have them anymore, but they were pointing in different directions to tell me which way I wanted the cape to flow. And you can see that when he lands in certain ways, like this, blam, gravity lifts, well, the movement lifts the fur, boom, and lifts the cape, as you can see. And I had arrows telling me to go up that way. And then gravity settles and it drops. So you can see he lifts, everything pulls down, be with gravity. The cape moves because it's being pulled from its original position. He stops for a second so the cape settles. He drops so the cape raises with his fur and hair. It settles again with the gravity. And then he lifts again. You can see everything being pulled in that direction. And then he stops and it settles again. So now you have this animation where everything looks really fluid and bouncy because of the gravity pulling and pushing. So that's another bit of advice I would offer. Understand the flow of what's moving. If you're pulling yourself up off from gravity, whatever is loose will pull down. And if you are coming down very quickly, it will lift slightly. Like I said, from here. He is settled. He is lifted. Everything is pulled from over here, because that's where he came from. As you can see, the cape coat comes from there. It settles, drops. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. That's the most advice I can give you for animating. Other than that, go look at references for animations that you are trying to make. If you are trying to animate a ball bouncing just to practice, go look at an actual ball bouncing, or see how other animators do it side by side with a real-life ball bouncing, and compare it and see why the animating looks like that. If you're doing that with someone swinging a sword, study someone swinging a sword. Watch videos and animations of that shit. That's how you are able to do this. It helps a lot. I just wasn't sure how to start. That's absolutely fair. But yeah, fun fact, Disney animators did that in the 30s and 40s especially. Well, up until the 90s, I guess. They had actors and actresses in the drawing room, moving and dancing and flowing around. They recorded them. They recorded almost an entire movie of Alice in Wonderland, real life, and they just studied the tape and they drew it. Hell, some of them rotoscoped shit. Rotoscoping is when you take a real life actor who's already moving shit and then they draw over it. That's how you also get really good fluid animation. It's like, what's the term? Mocap, but for 2D animation. It's called rotoscoping. But never be afraid to use references. References are your friend. That's the whole point of that conversation. But other than that, I can't help you with complex animation. Those are the extent of my animating knowledge. If I wanted to get better at animation, I would, but I kind of prefer what I'm already doing. At some point, maybe I'll try more, but for now, I am perfectly content with what I'm doing. Good luck, though, on your animating journey. I believe in you. I am here to encourage you and give you a thumbs up. Is that Merv? I love Merv. Leon is watching YouTube shorts, and I love Merv the cat. She is best kitty. She says Bagagwa. She summons Bagagwa. Alright, no more Merv. Help. Yeah. I'll share any progress I make. You better! I want to see all the cool stuff you guys make. I'm very excited. I love seeing artists get started. It makes me very happy. Oh, I gave this man tits on accident. But yeah, gay Uncle art advice with gay Uncle Desmond. Can I draw this nipple correctly, please? No? Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. It listened! See, you just have to tell your hand to do what you want and it will. That's how it works, right? Also, you are perfectly okay if you yell at your own hand for not drawing something correctly. That is normal. That's normal. You can do that. It's free. And don't be afraid to erase and hit the undo button like 1,000 times. It'll happen. You've watched me draw 1,000 times by now. Well, not 1,000 times. I have, how many YouTube videos do I have up now? Thousands of hours. That's a better way to describe it. You guys have watched me draw for thousands of hours, so you should understand by now that I have hit the undo button over 1,000 times per stream. Also, because these guys are babies, I'm only giving them underwear. I'm not doing the whole underwear optional thing on these guys. I do that for the adults. I'm not gonna do it for the kids. That's weird. Which is why the underwear is part of the line art. I normally don't like doing that because I don't like merging stuff too often, especially clothing onto bodies. But I will make exceptions. It's because if I want to go back in at some point and fix something, I can't, but I'm not going to be worrying about that with these guys. Alright, and since he's a baby boy, he is just now starting to get some muscle. He's also starting to get knees. Time to join the Discord and post my horrendous tracing of my cursed Donkey Kong in a banana suit. Hey, it works. Also, I will give you this as well. Don't be afraid to trace if you are learning whatever it is you're tracing. Whenever I was learning Steven Universe, for instance, the style, I traced over different pictures and frames to get a feel for how it looked. Now, don't go around posting it saying it's yours, obviously, but if it's for practice purposes, go fucking off, King. No one cares. I don't care. And if someone does care, then they're focusing on the wrong fucking thing in their life. But there's nothing wrong with tracing over different stuff to learn the fundamentals of what you're doing. Like, if you go look at pose references and you want to learn how to draw poses, trace the body, figure out how the body is bending and how it moves. And that way, later, you can do it without the pose. You'll see me doing that here on occasion. I've done that once or twice on stream where I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to get this specific trait in. And I think it was for an animal head. I don't remember which animal it was. It was an animal I didn't draw all that much. And I was like, fuck, I cannot figure out how to get this to work correctly. And then I picked out an animal photo reference. I drew over the picture and I figured out the proportions with a red sketch pen, and then I went back to my original art and recreated what I did. So there is nothing wrong with that. And whoever wants to say there is something wrong with that, punch him in the face. I cannot remember what I did it for, though. I can't remember what I was drawing. But I know I did it, and it was a few months back. I think it was for one of my species. I think it was for a cow. Turbo chubby. Oh, that is a fat cat. That's a pubbin' chubbin' baby. I'm just tracing for the reason to get the feeling of drawing stuff. Also, the cursed Donkey Kong is of my own creation. Hey, if it's your own shit, you're also allowed to trace that. If you drew it, you could trace it. It's fine. Especially if it saves you time. I think it was a bull that I did that with. I think it was a bull and a cow that I traced the head of, because I'm like, I don't know how to draw bulls. So I traced it over it and kind of like got a feel for the head. And then I did like my head sketch. I did like the circle and like I basically was looking for the shapes. That's all I was doing. I didn't draw it. I did crop multitude of things on the one thing. That's fair. Kit bashing is also fine. Yeah, I can't find the picture, but it's whatever. I can't remember what it was, but I don't care. I don't care that much. Oh no, the teenager one broke. What the fuck? Mr. Anatomy, why'd you break? I need the... Okay, so they're about 7 heads tall. That's fine. Cecil made a noise. He is a little noise. He's so cute. My cat is so cute. Are you sure it wasn't for Loros comp? It could have been for Loros. I did do a Loros redeem, and I could have... I think I might have pulled up a few bull references and traced over the pictures of the bulls' heads to get a feel for the shapes. Also, I'm giving you guys the art secrets that no one will ever do. Like, I will say, there are artists out there that will post tips, like 10 tips on how to draw really fast right now.
10 tips on how to increase your speed. Number 1, use your wrists.
Use your wrists! No.
You'll never get there. Number 2, just use an AI prompt to use man.
Oh, I'm gonna cry, Leon. Don't say that. Leon's being a goober and making me cry.
Number 3, if everyone makes fun of you, that's okay. They're just mad about your skill.
Now where to shove it? Original art, I guess? Yeah, sure. Just explain what it is. I hope you all heard that. He was being a little loud, so I hope my mic picked up. No, I wanted it to pick you up. I'm also a loud bourse. Also, if you want me to look at it faster, you can put it in VC chat. Because that's where I'm hovering whenever I'm streaming. But yeah, I like just giving advice for people for art. And like I said, not that fucking, just practice, tee-hee. Dread always likes you, babe. Dread's not your friend? Dread, are you not Yuan's friend? Bro, you're gonna get beaten in your DMs. What are you doing? Leon's like, oh, I remember that one time Dread was my friend. I remember that one time Dread liked me. And I'm like, oh, she's gonna come after you. Personally. She's gonna swing in on you. Cecil, bite him. Cecil, get him. Dread's gonna kill you. And you will deserve it. I will not stop her. You did have it coming. Did she message you? Hell yeah. Is she killing you? Murder him! Yes, Dread. Beat him up. Hey, man, why me? Medic, no! Medic beat me up. Medic! Medic beat me up! Medic beat me up. Feet! Stop looking at my feet, medic! I know you like feet, but calm down. I'm starting to think that joke is real. You focus on my feet a lot. You're trying to tell me something? You are a foot tall. Wow! I like that Cecil's just hanging from your necklace. It does look like that's what he's doing, huh? Yes, Dread? Where is my cheese cat? There's my cheese cat. He's so cute. Hi, cheese. I need a commission of me on Leon's shoulders trying to ball him. Here, you know what? Here. I don't remember what your hair looks like. But here's your leaf. Oh, that's right. I think it's in a ponytail. I'm gonna have to... No, it's not. I'm gonna have to look for it. I'm gonna have to remember your hair. I'm just gonna have your hair. There you go. There you go. There's what you want. And there's you, mauling him. There you go. Just biting his head. Babe, I did it. There you go, Dread. Oh, it's Cecil just going to town on himself. Posted a trace and wanted a color reference I used. Yeah. Oh my god. I am terrified of this.
Like, I don't even know. I really, I don't want to, because I think it's funny in this way.
You know what? That's true. Don't explain the context. Just let us wonder.
I just don't think there's context that would make it.
It's cursed as fuck. I like the obviously scribbled in marker. It's great. See, Lucky, sometimes the best art in the world is just the silly, like, poop art. Like, the purposefully drawing something silly kind of art. That's just fucking hilarious. And when I say poop art, I mean kind of like the YouTube poop, where you're, like, purposefully making something silly. It's fucking great. I don't need context, by the way. I just see monkey. It gets worse, trust me. Oh, excellent. No, that's what I want to hear. As, hey, you're creating, and that's all God can ask of you. It's me, I'm God. I'm asking you to pick up your pencils. Thanks. Also, now this teenage boy, I would say he's more like 12, but for their age, they'd be about mid-teenager. He's starting to get muscle definition. There we go. I drew all the stages. Alright, time to bring him down. Right here. Fix his feet up a little. Yeah, there we go. That's a teenager right there. And then we have a prepubescent. Not quite teenager, but trying to get there. Put him right here. Once again, the foot angle is weird. So we've got this, and then they get to about here. So they hit a hell of a growth spurt, is what I'm hearing. The worst one I refuse to trace or publish ever again. You know what? That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Sometimes some pieces are just like, ooh, you don't belong in the world. Ooh, let's pretend I didn't make you. Let's go. Let's do something else. You know, like. Okay, so now we can color these. Ah, same. Thank you. Hey me. Original recipe demon. Can't see me. Hello? 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 What do you want from me? What are you making me do now? Butler Jenga! What are you putting on me? Put Wee on back. You're so right. I need to put him back. He deserves to be there. I gotta get my wee one. Wee one! There you are, babe. Cling right to my noggin. Thank you. Whisper sweet nothings into my ear. Okay, so we've got the teenage stage, prepubescent stage, and now the child stage. Let's scooch him down. Nope. A little one. The head's a little big. Let me fix that. The noggin looks a little big. So let me shrink it just a bit. And let me also move up the mouth and nose, and move down the eyes. Okay. What? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome in, everybody! I didn't even notice. Illith, not Lilith. I read that silly. Illith, welcome in. Hello, hello. Where were you sailing to? You were sailing to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Nice. How was it? I've only seen Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and yes, I said seen. I haven't played any of the games, but I've watched. I watched husband play the second one. How was it? Let me know. Is it any different from the second one? Because I know the second one was just collect sword waifus, the game. And welcome in for those of you who don't know me. Hoi hoi. I'm Desmond Dracula. I'm a vampire bat butler, also known as a battler. I go by he, him pronouns, and I like to draw, as you can see, as well as Worldbuild on Wednesdays, as you can see. I also play a variety of games from RPGs to roguelikes, and today, true to form, it's Wednesday, so I'm world building. Specifically, I'm making the life stages of my different creatures. Specifically, my ogre people. I call them ogres or oni, but they're also called orcs. It's nebulous. They got horns and tusks. And I'm drawing how little and big they can get.
Hello there.
Hello there. Thank you for the follow, Ilith. Oh, pop my back. Loving this game. It's it's very story heavy. Blippi recommended it. Blippi. I'm glad to hear that. Blippi is a very good friend of the channel and also a precious bot that I want to pet on the head like this. And that's true. One of your players in Bendo, babe. But yeah, I know Blippi is a huge Xenoblade Chronicles nerd. If I were to wrap up Blippi's game recommendations in like 2 words, it would be Xenoblade, Yakuza. Because I know that's like 2 of their favorite game series. It's very good. I'm glad you're enjoying it though. Yeah, yep. But if you need to raid and run, I understand. I get the big EP after I'm done streaming, and I'm like, I have to lay down and take a nap. But if you want to just chill and watch me draw, please do so. Like I said, we're doing world building today. And I'm specifically focusing on the different life stages of my creatures. Let me turn this off real quick. This is my little creature baby. And I'm drawing what they would look like in a younger state. So this is the teenager. This is the pre-teenager, prepubescent. They're just about to start hitting that. This is when they're about 5 years old. Their tusks are not in, but as you can see, they're here. And their horns are small. And then this is the toddler when they're cute and chubby, and they have hardly any horns to them. And right now I'm moving them down. And then we've got the infant. And the blastocyst. Little infant baby. There we go. And I'm going to start coloring them here in a minute. Oh, hey, it seems cool. Play Xeno Chronicles 3. Yeah? You burbed? We won burbed. But yeah, welcome in. Take a seat. Enjoy the cafe. I am a bat, and this is my cafe. I think I might turn off... Where is it? My symmetry for a second, so I can start coloring this. Contemplation. I'll be lurking, but listening closely. Excellent. Loving the depths you put into this. Yay! I should hope so. I've done a lot more than just that. I have the color palettes for skin, eyes, and hair. I have their eyes. Here, let me make this bigger. I have their eyes, nose, and ear shapes, the way their tusks work in their mouths, hair texture and quality, as well as horn shape and where the fur on their bodies go, because they have a lot of fur. Let me turn on their hair. As you can see, they're actually quite fluffy. So these are my little ogre babies. And you can see I also did it on their hands and feet. Don't worry about this box. That's the not safe for work box. That's the safe for work box right there. That's the keep everything covered box. But yeah. I'm going into all these tiny little details because I'm making a species Google sheet for them. And I'm listing off all of their different traits. I want to eventually make a short form video on like how they work, but that takes that takes effort. Imagine if you made a webcomic. That'd be cool, just saying, I am making a webcomic! I'm making a webcomic. But it's not out yet, so I'm not promoting it just yet. That's why I haven't really been talking about it. It's not done. Okay, that's this one. But yeah, I am making a webcomic, but it is not finished yet. It is still in its early development. The pages are being completed at a semi-consistent basis, but it's not far enough along yet for me to feel justified in posting it enough yet, because I want to get into a rhythm where I make enough pages consistently each week where I can start posting pages consistently each week. I am currently not at that stage. But I will be getting to that stage, eventually. Alright, let us color this little thing. Hold up. Let's do this. Ooh, I bumped my mic. I'm so sorry. Alright, so let's fill these up with color, and then we can figure out what colors I'm going to be using. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Babies are usually really pink when they come out, right? Like, they've got like a weird pinkness to them when they're newborn, correct? I can't remember. Let's go look at some diagrams, shall we? Because if babies are super pink when they're first coming out, that means these guys are going to be super red. These guys are going to come out with a bold red color to them. But I think I'll just keep regular red for now, like so. Because I don't need to worry too much about doing anything crazy. Nope. 2. There we go. Okay, that's gonna be his little eyebrows. And in the inside, it looks like it. Diagrams usually have like a pinkish color. Let me check this. It's like a pinkish, like this. I'll do that to the umbilical cord as well. And then we'll do it over here. And then we'll do it down here. Umbilical cord. The inside, or I guess the outline of the uterine lining that the kiddo is sitting in. Okay, and for my last trick, we're going to fill out this with a deep red. Or maybe even this maroon. It's a very pretty maroon color. There we go. Kiddo in the womb. Kiddo growing up. Figuring out how to be a baby. So this is my diagram for the embryonic to fetus stage. Oh. There's some spaces I gotta fill in here. Oh, and here too. Alright, so do I want the eye to be any color? It doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, so that's gonna be the colors I use for this. And let me scoot this up, I guess. And I'm also gonna move this in, because I don't need it in the way. And I'm going to scoot the infant as far up as I can. Is that pregnant? Yes, Zachy, it is pregnant. Specifically, it is the different life stages of my orc people, my ogres. And the life stages are the fetal stage, which is what I just colored, and I'm about to color the infant stage. And then we have toddler, child, prepubescent, teen, adult, and then elder. I forgot to draw the elder! I'll draw the elder later. Forgot on it! Yeah, so the elder is going to just be the older, you know, the adult, as you can see here. This is the fully fledged adult. The elder will just be them where they're a little shorter, maybe a little more hunched, with wrinkles in their face and gray hair. So, you know. Ah! Why you kick me? Why you threaten me? You want threatening me? Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, you have an owie on your back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to touch you. Hey. There you go. Wee one is hugging me. He is holding me gentle. Y'all, I'm being held gentle. Aww. Hi, sweetheart. He's so cute. I love my husband. Alright, baby time! Let's draw the baby. Is that pregnant? Hey, I mean, hey, this is actually really close to what we were talking about earlier, so, you know. Alright, so let me write down, because I wrote down here, this is week 1, week 4, 10, and 35. This would be newborn slash infant, but I guess I don't have to write it, because it's just going to be one picture anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I ain't going to worry about it. Alright, let's grab this and start coloring in this little one. And yes, their eyes have that like black color to it. I should probably have my symmetry on now so that I can get that nice and colored. You burped, babe. I'm so proud of you. We wanted a big Borbus. Actually, I'm gonna zoom in on this lady just so I can start picking the colors easily. Get the little chubby baby. And then this goes here. And the nails. I don't remember what color the nails are. The horns are not relevant yet, because the baby's horns do not come out until they start hitting the 2-year-old age. Or their first year, depending. Basically, whenever their teeth, most of their teeth are out, their horns are poking out. Okay, so the infant is finished. Where is the next one? That's the next one. Let's move you up. Okay, and this is going to be the the toddler stage. It also helps to have the adult here to let me see, like, what it would look like if she was holding the kid, for instance. And this is definitely, like, toddler body. Toddlers are about this size for us. No, I did the wrong thing. Y'all, I fucked it. Oh, wait, I'm still fucking it. Hold up. There we go. I was on the wrong layer. What's happening? I'm not on the wrong layer anymore. Oh, it took away my reference. That makes sense. Alrighty. Let's start filling in the colors here now. Oh, I think the nails are the same color as the eye. Because I like taking color shortcuts. Yeah, it is. Plus, it's always a good thing to have some stuff be the same color as other shit. Because it just makes shorthanding those colors a lot faster. I don't want to do this with my pen. I want to do this with my coloring. Well, this kid's foot's in the way. It's fine. Yeah, see, at about toddler age, at about 3, the horns start poking out. That skin breaks at about a year and a half of their life, and then it just starts growing out their head. And the reason their horns are just straight up little nubs in the beginning is for the fucking obvious reason of who wants to give birth to a little creature that has horns already. That's how you get tearing, so evolution-wise, the kids do not grow their horns until they're already a couple years old. Oh, and right, they're little toes. Did I draw the baby's toes? Hold on. Did I color the baby's toes in? I did not. Yeah, their nails are black, just like their iris. Or iris, their sclera. The whites of our eyes is black for them. Okay, everything is colored so far. You may need to be moved. Like here. Can this also fit with him? Yes. Okay, hold on. I'm going to do this. We're going to scooch these two this way, and then we're going to scooch them up. Then I'm going to scooch you down. We're going to merge these layers and then put them here so that everything lines up correctly. Well, not correctly, but good. Good enough. And then the teenager, I will move over here and let it be the final stage. There we go. So everything should be good. And I can worry about doing hair line art later. I'm gonna do myself a little favor here and scooch this over. There we go, so that I can just keep it even. I think I'll select the teen as well. There we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, let's start filling out this, all these colors. Oh, I could probably have it do this. There we go. Also, these are default colors. These aren't like what all of them have. Plenty of them have more orangey skin, green eyes, stuff like that. This is just the default, quote-unquote, that I'm going for. Alright, so the quote-unquote roughly 5-year-old is now all done, pretty much. I have to say quote-unquote, because, like I said, they age faster than we do. So this little guy wouldn't technically be 5. He'd be like 3.5, 4 years old. Oh, hello. Aw, hang on. Sweet. I want to kiss you! You want talking to me again, it's very sweet. Cutie. Squished my tummy. Look at that cat. He is the guardian of the box. Oh, I have to do the fingies. That's right. Hold up. Hold up. Fingies. Can't forget the baby nails. God, and you thought infant snails like were like shredding weapons? I can't imagine an Orkran infant snails. That would be like sheer fucking pain, I think. I would assume it's sheer fucking pain. Ads are playing. Hello, ads. Be-do-do-do-do. Alrighty. So the mouth done.
Hello there.
Hello there, Suki Waffles. Welcome in. Welcome to the Bat Cafe. Please take a seat, enjoy your stay, and enjoy some tea while you're at it. And enjoy all these art pieces that I'm doing. Specifically drawing a monster race, but what they would look like as babies, pretty much. I'm drawing like their different baby stages. It looks a little funny right now because I'm moving the canvas around, but I drew a baby! I love chubby babies. Oop. There we go. Alright, yeah, and they start getting their eyelashes? Eyebrows. Cute babies! Yay, cute the babies! But yeah, I'm working on their life stages to see how they grow up and develop. I've done this with a few races now. I did this with some frogs. I did this with, giant dinosaur ostriches. My drovens. I had to draw babies in an egg. It was interesting. But I love biology and I love evolution study. So I'm having a lot of fun drawing this kind of stuff. I always do. But it's Wednesday, so that means we're world building, as you can see in my title. And if I have time, I'm going to start the beginning of a new race that I want to work on because of a poll I ran in my Discord. For those of you who don't know, this is a very monster lover friendly channel. And I asked people like genuinely, hey, what kind of monsters do you like seeing the most? And what kind of monsters would you want to see me drawing more? And they answered almost overwhelmingly with tentacles. I was like, you know what, you fucking freaks, I'm gonna do it. Then, you know, lizards were a close second, really followed up by humans with extra features like you know, like demons, where it's a human, but it's got like horns and wings and a tail. It's like that also won out pretty close, so I know what you fuckers like. I know what you like now. You like the same shit I do. Granted, I also like bugs. Bugs are great. Oh, that's skitters. They skitter, but they're my skitter babies. Yeah, that's exciting. Thank you. It was exciting. Alright, let us finish this coloring. Oh. What you doing, Bip? Oh! Wee wants taking a picture of his new stuff. My, husband decided to turn on the light and start snapping photos for his Warhammer collection. And your Riftbound collection. It's kind of sitting on the same shelf. We got a new shelf for all of his stuff. I'm being gay, don't mind me. I'm giving him smooches. I'm looking at him going... Alright, let's grab this color now. Fill in those lips. Fill in these lippies. And we'll do his areola. If I call it nipples, I'm gonna giggle. I can't use the word nipple without sounding funny. Oh fuck, I'm on the wrong goddamn layer. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh no! I'm such a ding-dang doofus! Anyway. Let's redo that, shall we? I like putting this on its own separate layer because you can I can recolor it later. So, if it's not on its own layer, it looks funny if I try to recolor it. So, I'm gonna go in and do this. There we go. The right layer this time, you doofus bat. Also, yes, hello, I am a bat. This one. I should have known. I should have known I was doing it on the wrong layer when I noticed the difference on the fucking canvas. Ugh. Sorry, I'm just a doofus and I'm yelling at myself. Alright, let's get these nails done. And his toenails, because these are also sharp. And the way they sharp like this, the way they come out sharp like this is that when they grow, they come out at a weird little angle. Like if you look at it from here, you can see that this is actually coming out at a slight angle. It's like a flat triangle almost. And it naturally just starts pushing up and out. Not quite like a cat's claw, but close. So that's how I picture creatures with nails like that. I don't know if Orkran have retractable nails. I don't think they do. Since I'm thinking about it. But there are plenty of creatures that do have, like, retractable nails. I think these guys just straight up have to clip their nails if they need them blunt for something. So you'll know who's a good lover, I guess. Anyway, let's scoot this over. So here's our different life stages. We've got the blastocyst. Let me actually scoot this over just a little bit more. There we go. So the baby's in the middle. We have the blastocyst. Fuck, that's a hard word to say. To fetal and developed stage in the uterus. That's the fetal stage. We have the infant stage, little baby chubby bubby. We have the toddler phase. They're starting to walk and learn how to, move around, figure out the world. We have the child stage, where they're about 6-ish, first grade. Their brains are starting to develop, like, really good cognitive skills. They're able to move fat like a bullet, like I said. We have prepubescent, where their horns are now wrapped fully around their head. And the fucking color here needs to be erased because I'm a doofus. There we go. The horns are now fully wrapped around the head, and the tusks are now coming out because their teeth are starting to grow in. And then the teenage stage, I also have to erase this because I'm a ding doofus. That's just because my bucket filled in these spaces too. I fucked it. There we go. So teenager, the tusks are not quite all the way out of the mouth fully, but the horns are basically done. They're done developing. They're fully on the head. They're starting to gain more muscle definition. As you can see here, this guy is starting to look like this guy. I have to sneeze. Oh my god, hold up. My face exploded. But yeah, there we go. Life stages, done. I will be drawing the elder later. The adult is already done. As you can see here, the adult is finished. I'll be putting the elder probably like right here. Like here-ish. And it'll also be a guy. I don't know if I want to also draw a lady once we hit the teen stage, because they're pretty much look the same up until prepubescence, but once they hit teenage stage, that's when they start looking different. They develop exactly like we do because they are mammalian, and I think it might help if I draw the lady too. I'll do that sometime later though. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. So, on the agenda, let me write it down real quick. My nose hurts now. I sneezed hard and now I sound snivelly. So, on the agenda for drawing later, the female development cycle from prepubescent up. And then the elders. Because I already have the adults. And I have both sexes. Now, remember, I'm saying sexes. We are talking from a purely biological standpoint. I am not saying gender. When I say female sex, I am talking about the biological components. Gender is a social thing, and we will be getting into that when we talk about culture, because they have a culture that has 5 genders. So we'll discuss that later. That's whenever I start filling out my cultural sheet. Because my what I'm doing here at the end of the day is taking visuals that I'm making here and I'm putting them in a world building sheet for species. For those who are new here and you don't know what I do, every Wednesday for the past 4 years now, I have been world building. And before I was streaming, I was creating species and their cultures for different stories and campaigns that I was trying to run. I have Google Sheets. Well, they're Google Docs, but they're like fillable sheets that I'm making that I'm going to eventually clean up, which is what I'm doing now. I'm stress testing it in a way. That's the best way to describe it. I'm stress testing these form fillable sheets and I'm going to eventually put them out for people to use as well. I'm going to put it on my VGen specifically, along with a booklet that I'm writing. Um, Overall, I think it'll be a couple of dollars. Because I, you know, I would like to have some payment for my writing because this book is not going to be little. The sheet itself is already like 6 pages, and that's without all the forms filled out. The book itself could be easily 40. Maybe I'll make it $1. That sounds right. And yeah, you'll be able to buy and download these little booklets on my VGen whenever it comes out. But I have to make sure they work first. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I had people pick what race they wanted to see me do this with, and it was these guys, because I have a fuck ton of races. I have these guys, but I also have the Yogru, which are like their snow cousins. You can see they have the helm, the horns, the tusks. They're just super furry compared to the Orkran. I have these four-armed dudes that I made recently. I have these big-headed idiots. I have these. I have a lot. And it's not just humanoid. I make, like, insects, too. So I had my people, everyone, all of you beautiful beings, you guys voted for this, pretty much. You told me what you wanted to see me work on, and I chose the Orkran. Especially since it's better to do it with these guys because I already kind of know how they work. And I love them, they're my babies. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I might actually head on out now, though. I didn't have time for tentacles. We'll definitely have time for tentacles next week, though, because sometime during the week, I will be finishing this sheet up completely. Because after the life stages, I don't have to draw anything else. There's species relatives, which explains, like, what they're connected to. Like, for instance, a lion's species relative is tigers, cougars, not cougars, shit. Hold on. I gotta Google this. The Pantera. Hi, Salem. I gotta do this real quick so I don't give you guys the wrong information. Now, where is it? Yeah, the species, the genus is Panthera. It's called the Panthera species, and it's where the word panther comes from. It's lions, tigers, leopards. And you can get successful offspring from lions, tigers, and leopards. Which is fucking cool. Because they're all related. They're all close enough in relation that they can have viable offspring. I think that's really neat. But these guys, species-wise, just like the lion and tiger, are related distantly to humans. They're closer to Syrians, which these are humans. We all know what a human looks like. I put them in there, like, everyone's in the default skin color, so humans are going to be, you know, what we started as. This is what Syrians started as. They are closer related to these guys. And that's because of the pointy ears and stuff. And they're also closely related to these guys. The little gobble. So I have species relatives inside there. I also have something called progenitor species. That is, whatever you evolved from, or in my context, whatever seeded you. For instance, my saurians, my lizard people, here they are, they were seeded. They are not a naturally evolving race. And it was by these guys. You can see that they look familiar because these are basically that race's grandpappies. And yes, males have wings while females do not. They also seeded the Sasani, but they didn't seed anything else in this list. So that's what I mean by progenitor species. And that's something I will be focusing on my own time. Hybrids, you can write down what kind of hybrids they can make. And then I will be working on their ecology. Oh, wait, I need art for their ecology. Or no, I need art for their social dynamics. So I forgot, I added one more list because I'm constantly updating this thing. What are you wearing, cutie? What is that? Hab. Where'd you get it? Is that a tiny axe? That's dice. You fucking nerd. Leon's being a dork, y'all. He's so cute. You look kind of like Simon Belmont. Yeah. Stretchies. Ugh. But yeah, I have ecology, which covers habitats, biomes, predators and prey, their diet, if they migrate, and their ethnic groups, which that's what this is. The Yogru is one of their ethnic groups. They have two other main ethnic groups that I will focus on. Oh. Which one is like more orangey, and then the other is more green. And then I have inhabited regions. I'll explain what each ethnic group is from and all that. And then population density. As for social dynamics, I am going to need more art because I get to draw their faces. So I did a thing a while back where I drew the expressions of a creature with no eyes. I wanted to see what would happen if they didn't have eyes and they still were expressing. It was a fun little experiment, and then I realized I want to do that with all my species because some of my species straight up don't have eyes. So that's what I'm going to be doing later. Next week, I think I'll draw that. And then hopefully we can get to the tentacles, because I put out that poll for a reason, and the reason is I want to draw something that you guys kind of, I mean, you've already helped plenty. I'm constantly asking for feedback on what you want to see in the race. But this was especially a thing that I was considering because I put a poll for it and you said this, please. And I'm like, okay. And I'll be asking for feedback as I draw the thing. But for now, I think we're gonna head on out and do some stuff. What do you think? Also, there's a bunch of people on my list finally playing Hightail. I'm gonna go play Hightail. Let's go, raid somebody. Let's go raid somebody playing Hightail. I'm here for it. Come here, girl. Come here. She's so pretty. Alright, let's go say hi to, I believe a pixie? I almost called her a fairy. I don't know if, like, fairies and pixies have, like, a war with each other. I have no fucking clue. Just fucking... Anyway, grab your messages. The first one is if you have my emails, and the second one is if you do not. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Hightail. I will be probably playing on the survival server with with Leon, but I also want to show you guys the palette I make before I do that. But yeah, let's go see Hesper playing. She's got cute little Hyrule earrings. I just noticed. That's cute. Anyway, bye guys.